Welcome in, everybody, to Stone Memorial High School for the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. And what a pair of games we have tonight. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats first up against the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers, two of the top teams in the Upper Cumberland, in a girls basketball side that is absolutely loaded with top-end talent. These two teams have a lot of that talent. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats are 1-1 on the season. The Stone Memorial Lady Panthers are 3-0, and this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Colin Castleberry this evening as we welcome you into the Amonette's Eagle Auction Realty Company pregame show. Colin, as we come into this one, the Pickett County Lady Bobcats 1-1. They're coming off of a win on Saturday. They beat Huntington 83-53. Zoe Nicholas had a huge game, 30-plus point performance in that one. The Stone Memorial Lady Panthers have had as good of a start as anybody across the Upper Cumberland. They're 3-0 with wins against Bartlett 68-64 and Oneida on Saturday 69-44. These two teams coming in playing some really good basketball early on this season.
No, absolutely, Jacob. And one of my favorite things about games like this when you get them early in the season is it's not unlike a game that I was kind of watching on my way here tonight. Tennessee hadn't played a lot of people. Houston's been challenged a lot. You get to see two heavyweights go at it really early in the season. And that's what we have here tonight. Two teams that have very, very high aspirations for what they're going to be capable of. A Stone Memorial team, Lady Panthers, who are very much, I think, maybe not the favorite, but a favorite, of course, in that district alongside Upperman. And, of course, a Pickett County team that really isn't all that long removed from a state championship win. And so, my first basketball games of the season here on UCR, and honestly, when you sent me the text, I was like, couldn't think of a better way to tip off basketball season for myself at the high school level than between two heavyweights that are going to send punches back and forth all night.
We continue on here in the Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty Company pregame show. The Upperman Bees boys basketball team, they just got beat by Tennessee Heat over in the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving tournament. So the Bees will be playing tomorrow in the third place game coming up at 4:30. We'll have broadcast coverage of that on the way. The Lady Bees will be getting started here in just a moment as well.
I'm just having a giggle because I'm like, okay, you lost to the Tennessee Heat. You didn't lose to another high school. You lost to a team of guys who put themselves together.
It's kind of like an all-star team.
Yeah, it's like an all-star team. And so it's, okay, all right.
That's what Noah and I were kind of talking about it, getting ready. That's a good Tennessee Heat team. They have been for a while. But this Stone Memorial team, we were kind of talking about it. They have a mix of young talent and returning talent. It's a Stone Memorial team. Last year in middle school, they won the state title in the middle school classification. A lot of those freshmen have bumped up here to the varsity level, including Taylor Amos in the starting lineup. And then you've also got Lexi Clark, who have been two really solid freshmen. Then you got a few coming off the bench. Bella Wyatt has been really good off the bench for this Stone Memorial squad. And on the other side for Pickett County, they're playing their own freshmen. Star White is in the starting lineup. Kenley Garrett comes off the bench. And then, of course, you got one of the top players in the Upper Cumberland. Zoe Nicholas has already signed to play at Tennessee Tech next season. Over 35 points in her last game against Huntington, and just a dominant victory, 83-53 from the get-go in that one on Saturday. It's their first win of the season after losing to Smith County in their season opener. In this Lady Bobcat squad, like you mentioned, Colin, they just won a state title a couple of years ago. There's still a few players on this team that won that state title, and Zoe Nicholas and Addie Lowe.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's what makes both of these teams, but especially Pickett County, so dangerous is you could make a strong argument that on both teams, the most talented players, the players with the highest ceiling, are freshmen, are sophomores on both of these teams. But the benefit they have is while they're being freshmen, they get to lean on some very talented experience like you were talking about, especially with Pickett County. When if I get to be a freshman out here, maybe I do have the highest ceiling, but when I feel overwhelmed or when I'm having to take on a team like Stone Memorial in their house, I can lean on Zoe Nichols. I can lean on my senior leadership who know what it's like to go all the way, come home with a ring. That's a huge benefit, and I think it's why you see these two teams that projected to be really good long-term because of that talent already finding some very early season success, like you mentioned with Stone Memorial. That Bartlett win for me says so much because that is a very, very consistently talented program in Bartlett, and certainly Stone Memorial gave them not just all they could handle, but obviously came away with a W.
And they were up for the most part in that game
exactly.
as well, and able to finish it off with a big win. Once again, this is the Eminet's Eagle Auction and Realty Company pregame show. Glad to have you along live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel, wherever you're tuned in from. Let us know where you're watching from. Make sure you like the stream, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. You can share it on Facebook as well. And again, the Upperman Lady Bees, they'll be in action against Mount Juliet over on UCR2 coming up in just a little bit. If you scroll down on our main page, you'll be able to find that as well. All kinds of basketball today. We had Cookeville and Brentwood just a little bit ago. I hopped on I-40, tried it down here to Crossville, and we're ready to go for the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. Stone Memorial, we just talked about it, beating Bartlett 68-64 in their first game on Saturday, and then they came out and beat Oneida 69-44 in the second game, coming off of 3 straight wins. They got a win against Jackson County where they scored 86 points here on their home floor last Thursday. Of course, for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, 1-1 on the season. They'll play Smith County again coming up on Friday in their Thanksgiving Classic that they have on Friday and Saturday. So we'll get a chance to bounce back against those Lady Owls, who have also had a great start to the season. And it's going to be very difficult for Noah, Goose, and I to figure out the UC top 5. Speaking of Goose, shout out Goose.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Baby Maverick is here and with us, and a big shout out to he and Maddie as well. All family, healthy, and doing well, and excited to add another member to Team UCR. Well, we're just a couple of minutes before tip-off. We're going to step aside for the first time. When we come back, we will bring you the People's Bank starting lineups. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
First Choice Family Care are local providers of complete family care for all ages, including physical and wellness checks along with x-rays. First Choice Family Care is your local stop for primary and urgent care along with sports physicals, lab services, and more. Visit firstchoicebirdstown.com or call 931-864-3232 for more information today. First Choice Family Care is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Pickett County Lady Bobcats and Bobcats basketball on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
When it comes to caring for your land, you need an all-around performer to make your life easier. One that's tried and true. That's a John Deere compact tractor from Tri-Green Equipment. User-friendly tractors that are big on performance and operator comfort.
Modern Roofing Group is an Owens Corning preferred contractor, and they're proud to bring that reputation and recognition to the Upper Cumberland. Their customer service and craftsmanship are second to none. Get comfort that your roof will stand up to the storms by calling 931-400-8788 and get an estimate on a new roof today. That's 931-400-8788. 100% financing is available. Modern Roofing Group is proud to stand behind their work with a 10-year workmanship guarantee. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care, right where life happens.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to Stone Memorial High School as the Pickett County Lady Bobcats get set to take on the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers here in the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. Let's bring you the People's Bank starting lineups. First for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats will be the 08 team on the scoreboard under first-year head coach Brittany Cooper. It'll be the freshman number 5, Star White. A senior number 15 is Kylie Wood. Junior number 24 is Emma Tompkins. Senior number 30 is Zoe Nicholas. And a senior number 45 is Addie Lowe. For the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers, who are 3-0 on the season under head coach Mike Buck, it'll be the freshman number 2, Taylor Amos. A junior number 3 is Lauren Clark. Sophomore number 15, Ella Jane May. A freshman number 22, Lexi Clark. And a senior number 23, Ashley Wittenberg. Only 4 seniors in the starting lineups combined between the two sides. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, a lot of young talent in this high school basketball game of the week.
Yeah, extreme amounts of young talent, especially for two programs that aren't normally built that way, right? These are two programs that have consistently been the kind of programs where you came in as a freshman or a sophomore, Jacob, and you paid your dues. You learned the system. You grew up with this coaching staff, with these plays and these schemes, and then by the time you were maybe a sophomore, but more than likely a junior and a senior, that's when it was your time. That is not the case in this game or this season because both teams just too talented. One of those situations where can't keep them off the floor, Jacob, and so I'm excited tonight to see how both of these young cores are able to handle the opposing young core. And if I may, quickly, I apologize to everyone in advance. It is my first UCR basketball game this season. I'm going to be a little rusty on this camera. I will do my best, everybody. Please don't comment at me too hard.
And that'll conclude our Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty Company pregame show. Those were your People's Bank starting lineups as we get ready for tip-off. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats in their white-black uniforms. Stone Memorial in their home whites underway here in Crossville. Stone Memorial wins the opening tip. Here's Clark on the right wing. Lexi spins inside, dumps it off to May underneath, and will kick it back out to Wittenberg. Wittenberg will hand it off to Clark, being guarded by Tompkins. Skips it over to her sister Lauren. Thought about a 3, and now puts it on the deck. Drives inside, the right hand, gets the finish from the right side as she banks it off the window. And Lauren Clark gets the scoring started for Stone Memorial.
Yeah, beautiful drive.
Lady Panthers' full court pressure has been really solid defensively. They've been really good all year long, both in the half court and the full court. Pickett County has it here. White on the left wing, trying to drive inside. Goes up with the right, missed it. A foul is called, and Star White is going to track to the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for a couple of tries. First foul called on Ella Jane May, and the first on the Lady Panthers as well.
Yeah, again, beautiful drive there to open up for Stone Memorial, and now a couple freebies for the Lady Bobcats.
Star White at the line, the freshman, one of the many freshmen that are going to be playing tonight between these two sides, knocks down the first of 2 tries. And I just realized they still have 8 minutes on the clock, and they just realized it at the scores table as well. So they're going to get that figured out. And they're actually going to bring us over, or bring the teams over to the sidelines because I think it's completely frozen, and I think they're going to have to reset it.
Yeah, I was going to say, they don't have points up for Stone Memorial either. And so, yeah, I think this is going to be a full reset as they get the clock rolling. but now can they get points on the board?
Yeah, so they got the clock rolling now, and like you said, it still says 0-0. It's 2-1 right now before the second free throw for Star White at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. And Bo Carr over at the scores table making sure that gets figured out. They put 7:15 on the clock. They've got 1 point on the board for Pickett County. They get the foul on the board, and then they'll give 2 points for Stone Memorial as well, we assume.
Yeah, I mean, you hope you can get those up there. Here's what I love, though, is both of these coaches very veteran in the fact that they get their teams over already coaching up, right? It's already sort of this, hey, we've already seen, here's what they're going to look to do, the drive. As it looks like it's just going to be 2-1.
Yeah, she did miss that second free throw from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. I misspoke. So 1 for 2 from the stripe that time. Stone Memorial brings it ahead. A 2-1 advantage early on for the Lady Panthers. Just underway here in the first, 1 minute in between the Panthers and the Bobcats. The high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture. Here is Wittenberg on the top of the key. Clark will fire a deep one. That one's a little too short and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stone. Pickett County will have it. We so much appreciate Mayberry's Furniture for being the presenting sponsor of both the high school football game of the week and now the high school basketball game of the week. First one of the season, and this one is a lot of fun. Of course, we'll have the boys one coming up afterwards. Last year, these two teams met, and Pickett County won both contests last season against Stone Memorial. Here's White inside in the paint, the right hand, a wild shot, can't get the finish, and it's rebounded by the Lady Panthers. Back they come. Amos will bring it up. Right side, Clark open for three, lets it fly and connects. Alexi Clark hits from the right side, and Stone Memorial leads 5-1 here against Pickett County. 6:19 remaining in the first quarter, and a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Cooper as they were getting close to the 5-second violation. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 6:17 remaining in the opening quarter. Pickett County's got a couple of looks inside. Haven't been able to get too many finishes. Just the one free throw so far. The made three there by Alexi Clark has them up by 4 for Stone.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that if you're the Lady Bobcats right now, what you're talking about is off of a missed shot or even off of a made shot. Can't let Stone Memorial that clean, that quickly up the floor, Jacob. It really opens up their offense and the advantage they do have in terms of their speed versus physicality. Got to find a way to just stop the ball, right? Slow it down a little bit.
Hey, make sure you hit that share button if you're tuned in on Facebook. Like the stream and leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. A high school basketball game of the week featuring two of the top teams in the Upper Cumberland, Pickett County and Stone Memorial. Of course, we'll have the boys game coming up next. If you're tuned in on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. You can like the stream there as well, and you can comment along. 6:05 remaining here in the first as the Bobcats break the press. Tompkins will bring it around to White. Looks inside now. Picked off by Lauren Clark. Just jumped right in front of the pass. Up to her sister Lexi. She's open for the right-handed lay and finds 2 points.
Speed, Jacob. Like I said, Stone Memorial right now just too fast.
Lexi Clark has 5 points here in the first. Zoe Nicholas tosses ahead to Low. Let the defense go by. Here is Zoe Nicholas now. Trying to get inside the defense all the way to the basket. Will go up off the window, and Zoe Nicholas finds her first bucket of the night.
And that's where Pickett holds the advantage, that physicality down low.
Zoe Nicholas has 2 points. I had her for 37, but I think I counted wrong. Right around 37 against Huntington on Saturday. Lowe may have gotten away with a foul. May fires it up there, missed it. Rebound tipped down to the Bobcats. Tompkins clears it away. We'll bounce it ahead to Nicholas. We'll try to bring it ahead. Now numbers for Pickett County if they hurry. Lowe drives inside, spins in the lane, had it poked free. Good defense by Clark. And now ahead to Lexi Clark. She'll push. Lexi, right hand, good again for 2. Lexi Clark has had a great first quarter, 7 points in the early going. It's a 9-3 advantage for Stone Memorial. 4:52 remaining here in the first. Last season, this Pickett County squad beat Stone 74-63 and 73-44 in 2 games. Here's Tompkins on the left wing, drives in, got tripped up, and she'll be fouled on the floor. Second team foul on Stone Memorial, and this one's going on Lexi Clark. It's her first. Couple of subs will come in for both sides. Kenley Garrett for the first time for the Lady Bobcats, and the 3 reserves who normally get playing time for Stone Memorial in Brooklyn Lane, Bella White, and Caitlin Smith. Bella White can absolutely knock it down from outside. One of the many talented freshmen on this Lady Panthers squad. There is Nicholas, 2 defenders right in front of her. 4:33 remaining in the first. Kick in the corner. Wood fakes the 3, puts it on the deck off to Tompkins. She's in a double team, able to get out of it, runs into a defender. It's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Pickett County here on the near sideline.
Good defense there by the Lady Panthers.
Inbound to Nicholas, and a tough spot goes between the legs, drives inside and finishes. How in the world did she do that? Had 2 defenders in front of her and split them both. Here's Lexi Clark at the other end for 3. Missed it short. Nicholas the rebound. 4:09 remaining here in the first. It's a 9-5 advantage. First Home Memorial. Pickett County trying to get back into it. Wood open on the right side. She likes to shoot it from there. Throws it off to Lowe. Dumps it down low. Tompkins. Not a great pass. Tompkins too tough to handle. And it's going to be a jump ball underneath. That's going to belong to the Lady Bobcats.
And that's something that will come with time as the season goes on. Cleaner passing. That's an easy layup for 2 if that pass is clean.
Under 4 minutes remaining here in the first. Inbounds to Nicholas up top of the offense. She'll set it up. 2 defenders in front up against that Stone Memorial defense. Throw it to Lowe in the middle of the zone. The zone has been really good for Stone Memorial. Lowe rips it around, a jump ball, and it's going to be Stone Memorial basketball the other way. So nice job by Lexi Clark, who gets a hand in there to try to rip it away and gets the tie up. And Bella Wyatt will inbound here to Wittenberg, who will bring it ahead. 3:44 remaining in the first, and a 4-point lead for Stone Memorial. A lot of people on hand for this one. Ton of Pickett County fans and a lot of Stone Memorial fans. It's a big one. Of course, the boys' game will be a lot of fun as well. Wyatt on the top of the key. Backdoor cut to Wittenberg. Baseline jumper is good. Rattles it home for her first 2. Ashley Wittenberg, who had a couple of really nice games on Saturday, gets her first points. Garrett will give it ahead to Wood. She'll bring it into the front court. Stops on the wing. Down low to Nicholas on the right baseline. Trying to create some space. Gets bumped and kicks out. Tompkins a 3. It's good. A first-choice family care 3 for Emma Tompkins. And a nice kick out there by Nicholas to find the open shooter. 11-8 now. On the left baseline is Smith. Drives underneath and throws it to Lane. Kicks it back out. Here's Wittenberg. She'll put it inside. Now back out Lexi Clark. Lets it fly. Clark connects again. Lexi Clark, 2 made threes here in the first quarter. It's a 14-8 advantage for Stone Memorial. Zoe Nicholas now on the other end with 2:43 remaining in the first. Low fakes Tompkins. One more pass to Wood. Puts it on the deck as she mishandles it. Now picks up her dribble and gives over to Addie Lowe. Lowe, 2 defenders in front, finds Wood again. 5 players standing on the perimeter. Garrett flashed inside for a moment. Lowe dribbling all the way out near half court. Gonna have to get rid of the basketball here. Finally hands it off to Nicholas. 2:22 remaining first quarter. Nicholas gets inside, had it knocked free, but a foul. That'll be the 3rd team foul on Stone. And that one's gonna go on Brooklyn Lane, her first. And a timeout taken by Stone Memorial. Just gonna be a 30-second timeout with 2:18 remaining here in the first. Coach Buck maybe changing some things up defensively here against the Lady Bobcats, who went on a little bit of a run, but then Lexi Clark hit another 3, and Stone leads it by 6, 14-8 with 2:18 to go here in the first.
Yeah, right now I think both teams, Jacob, offensively sort of getting what they want on either end, right? The Lady Bobcats doing a great job working it down low, playing inside out the way that they would like to. When the inside shot isn't there, able to find the open man out above the three-point line. Other side, Lady Panthers kind of getting what they want on offense, making the extra pass, ball movement, speed, leading to easy buckets, whether it's a 3 or a layup. One of these teams is going to have to make defensive adjustments. We'll see who it is here coming out of the timeout.
Pickett County didn't realize they still have the basketball out of the timeout, as it was a foul on Stone Memorial. Quick inbounds to Wood, who's open for a 3 try. Just a little bit strong. And the rebound down to Lexi Clark, and then a foul called on Addie Lowe as she gives a push in the back. So Lowe is going to pick up her first foul on the night for the Lady Bobcats. That's the first foul on Pickett County with 2:13 remaining here in the first quarter. Lexi Clark and Ashley Wittenberg get their first rest of the day as Ella Jane May is back in there, and so is Lauren Clark. 2:13 remaining here in the first. And Lauren Clark will bring it ahead against the Pickett County defense. Here's Lane. She'll put it on the deck, right-hand dribble all the way to the basket, throws it up, missed it. Rebound May, inside, kicks it out. Lauren Clark is open, lets it fly, a little bit short. And Tompkins the rebound for Pickett County. Lady Bobcats trying to bring it ahead. Tompkins on Smith. Brings it across the timeline, finds Wood. Wood brings it here on the near side. Will give off to Nicholas now. Nicholas, one-handed pass to Lowe. One more to Wood. Can't get the three off in time. Stops off to Nicholas again. Stutters a couple of times between the legs. Goes right side underneath the basket to a cutting Tompkins. Right hand is good. What a feed from Nicholas and a good finish for Emma Tompkins.
The court vision right there was elite. Beautiful dump-off pass.
14-10, the advantage for Stone Memorial as Pickett County tries to claw their way back in. Stone has led the majority of this game. Lauren Clark tried to throw it back to May. She was looking for that little pick and roll down to the left block. It got kicked out of bounds anyways, so it'll stay with Stone as the point guard Taylor Amos will check in for Caitlin Smith. 1:14 remaining here in the first, and Stone Memorial will inbound underneath the basket left side. Bella Wyatt will inbound. Here is Lauren Clark. And almost picked off by Tompkins. Amos able to go back and get it, though. Amos, the freshman point guard, who's been really good this season early on for the Panthers. Denies the screen, goes right side, back to May. May kind of lost it, picks it back up off to Wyatt. Wyatt now trying to penetrate on Garrett. She hits the deck, deep two on the way. Bella Wyatt's got it. Wyatt's first points of the game makes it 16-10 with 45 seconds remaining here in the first, and a foul called in the backcourt on Brooklyn Lane. That's her second. That is the team's fourth. So the next one would send Pickett County to the line. Ashley Wittenberg will check in, so will Star White.
Yeah, Stone getting a little handsy, right? I mean, it's they got to stop those reach-ins leading to free throws here down the stretch.
And Tompkins just kind of threw this one over the top. Nicholas able to track it down. Two defenders in front of Nicholas here. Here is Tompkins. Wood is wide open in the corner. Got it to her and turned it over. Stone Memorial has it with 36 seconds to go in the first. Up ahead to May. She's got a run out. We'll put it up blocked, but a foul. And Ella Jane May is going to be at the line for two shots. Good hustle there by Kylie Wood. Not to give anything easy, and able to get a piece of it. Does get a foul. That'll be her first, and at the line will be Ella Jane May for two shots with 32 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. First one from May, a little too strong. Once again, over on UCR 2, the Upperman Lady Bees taking on Mount Juliet in the semifinals of the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving Tournament. The Bees lost to Tennessee Heat a little bit ago. They'll be in the third place game coming up tomorrow at 4:30. The second one is good for May. It's 17-10. Stone Memorial. Nicholas in the middle of three different defenders, and a jump ball is the call. It looked like the near side official was calling a foul. The far side official called a jump ball. And this should be Pickett County basketball. It is 28.7 seconds to play in the first. And it will be Lady Bobcats basketball trailing by 7. Stone Memorial's had the upper hand all first quarter long, but Lady Bobcats just kind of hanging around. Garrett looks, finds Lowe with 22 seconds. Lowe inside, kick out. Tompkins open for three, lets it fly again, a little bit short. Rebound Wittenberg underneath with 15. Stone Memorial brings it. Wittenberg with 10 seconds. Dives inside off to Amos with 8. There's a handoff Wyatt. She'll let it fly. Missed it. Rebound Low with 3 seconds. Got to go quickly. 1 second. Tompkins doesn't get it off in time, and we've reached the end of the first. Fun basketball game. 18-10, the advantage for Stone Memorial after one. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in Crossville, it's the high school basketball game of the week. Stone Memorial starts off with the basketball first here in the second quarter. They lead 17-10 after a strong quarter, especially from the freshman Lexi Clark, who has 10 on 2 made threes. Lauren Clark has it, will give to her sister Lexi and around to Amos. Try to get it inside Lauren, makes a tough catch being guarded by Nicholas. Back up top to Wittenberg. Just underway here in the second quarter. Amos has it in the corner and around to Lexi now in the left wing. Being guarded by Kenley Garrett for the Lady Bobcats. Good slip by May. Gets inside with a nice move and puts it up and in for 2. She was the freshman of the year last year in 7 AAA and across the Upper Cumberland, according to us at UCR. And now a pick off by Lauren Clark. Clark inside. The jumper just a little bit short. Lady Bobcats fortunate to get the basketball back. Now trying to push. Nicholas in trouble. Runs into a foul. And this one's going to go on Lauren Clark. That'll be her first, team's first here in the second quarter. Pretty frenetic pace in this one. That's what Stone Memorial likes to do. Speed you up. Pickett County wants to play fast. They've got a lot of young players, though, and have had troubles at times taking care of the basketball. Only played 2 games so far. One against Smith County. They lost by 3 and then beat Huntington by 30 as Tompkins hits the deck and Clark takes it away. Ahead to Lexi, who's open and puts it in for 2. And 12 points for Lexi Clark. And a quick timeout taken by Coach Cooper. She's not happy. It's going to be a full timeout. It's 21-10, the advantage for Stone Memorial. 7:01 remaining here in the second. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Legacy House is right here in the heart of Smithville. It's more than a boutique, it's a family story woven into every thread. I'm Amy Allen and I started this place with my 3 beautiful daughters. We offer timeless pieces that feel both classic and bold. From rich textured clothing to one-of-a-kind accessories. This shop has a perfect mix of heritage with a modern edge. So come on down, you'll find more than just fashion. You'll find a place where legacy and style meet.
Located at 104 West Walnut Street in Smithville, stop by and see their selection Tuesday through Saturday. Legacy House is proud to be an all-inclusive sponsor of UCR.
Second timeout taken by the Lady Bobcats after a turnover leads to another 2-point bucket, 21-10. Now the advantage for Stone Memorial. Quick check of the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard. Upperman is leading Mount Juliet after 1 quarter of action, 14-11. Gracie Butler has 8 points for the Lady Bees in that one. You can watch that game over on UCR2. We're live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. So glad to have you along this evening. High school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. Nicholas will give to Lowe as she tries to drive inside. Back to Nicholas on the top of the key. Now into the corner, Wood open for 3. Lets it fly and connects. A big first choice family care 3 for the senior Kylie Wood. Her first bucket of the ball game makes it 21-13 with 6:40 remaining here in the second. At the other end, a missed 3 by Wittenberg, but an offensive board for Lexi Clark. She'll drive on White and she'll be fouled by Star White. That'll be the first on White and the first for the Lady Bobcats here in the second quarter. Jacob Vincent, Colin Castleberry here with you on UCR. Not my first basketball game, but it is the first for Colin. I've done a lot of basketball here recently. Lexi Clark gets the bucket to go inside.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys have done it, and I love this job. But
we did 7 broadcasts on Saturday. We did 2 yesterday, and this is my 4th today and 6th total on UCR.
Yeah,
we'll have 2 more tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw Noah post something about like 18th of the
Oh, that was last week, yeah.
Here's our 18th of the week or something.
Yeah. Another turnover by the Lady Bobcats. Stone Memorial's pressure really ratcheting up here in the second quarter, up by 10 now, 23-13. Amos in the corner will try a 3. It's good. She doesn't shoot a lot of them, but knocks it down from outside, and it's 26-13 with 6:01 remaining here in the second. This Stone Memorial team can go. Pickett County looking for an answer. Nicholas on the left wing stops, loses the basketball. It's out of bounds. Ooh, that was not the right call, and they are going to fix this. It was definitely last touched by Stone, and it will stay with Pickett County underneath.
Yeah, the Stone fans aren't going to like that, but again, folks, trying to run the camera over here, it definitely was, in fact, out on White.
Nora Pryor is in for the first time for the Lady Bobcats. 5:46 remaining here in the second quarter. 26-13. Wide open down low is Nora Pryor, and she had it stripped free from behind by Clark. Good defensive transition there by Clark to get back in time. Underneath, Amos, another high arcing jumper, good again. Taylor Amos knocks it in, and then the pass just straight out of bounds. It's gone from bad to worse for the Lady Bobcats here in this second quarter, now down 15, 28-13, with 5:26 remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, the aggression of the Lady Panthers just taking its toll on a young Bobcats team.
Lexi Clark will fire away from the left side. She hits again. Her third made three here in the first half, and she has 17 first half points, 31-13, the lead for Stone Memorial. Here is Tompkins into the front court. Spins around, now will drive inside. Tompkins finishes through the foul. Emma Tompkins, a big finish for the Lady Bobcats, and will be at the Keysling Insurance free throw line for one. Foul on Stone Memorial is going on Bella Wyatt, her first, and the team's first here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I think right now, Jacob, for the Lady Bobcats, it's something we talk about all the time. It's the difference between playing fast and playing out of control. Right now, they feel like they're out of control.
Stone Memorial, they can do that to you. Speed you up real quick. Tompkins completes the three-point play at the Keysling Insurance free throw line. There's a baseball toss ahead to Lexi Clark, who's had a tremendous first half. 17 points here in the first half. Here she is again. One more pass to Wittenberg on the right side. Drives right baseline. Going to be bumped by Addie Lowe, and Lowe is going to pick up her second foul. That is going to be the team's second here in the second quarter with 4:55 remaining.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, checking back in, Caitlin Smith. Amos will get a rest.
Yeah, I didn't see the sub there. That's on me.
And Stone Memorial inbound from the right baseline. Wittenberg up top. Here's Wyatt. Hands it off. Clark. She didn't pick her up, so she'll let it fly. It's a little too strong. Nicholas, the strong rebound, and immediately has two defenders in front of her. That's something Stone does a really good job of. If they don't get the rebound, they're right on top of you. Now Tompkins pushing. Tompkins right hand. Great finish. Able to beat Laura Clark down the floor. Tompkins now with 5 points in the quarter. She's got 10 on the ball game to lead the way for the Lady Bobcats. 31-18 is the score. Underneath, wide open. Wittenberg puts it up and in for two. 4:21 remaining here in the second. Nicholas now pushing the pace. Nicholas dumps it off. White couldn't handle. It's out of bounds, and that's Stone Memorial basketball. Nicholas trying to be unselfish with it and may have had a wide open layup if she kept it.
Yeah, yet again, out of control versus fast. I'm good. I'm okay if I'm the Lady Bobcats playing at a certain pace, but you have to understand who you're playing against, and that sometimes maybe it's okay to back that off a little bit.
So Stone Memorial will get it back after the turnover, 33-18. They lead it here in the first half with 4:10 remaining in the second quarter. Wittenberg with a left-handed dribble on the top of the key. Gets inside, kicks in the corner. Smith fakes the three, drives in, off to Wittenberg for the elbow jumper. In and out, no. And the rebound down to Kylie Wood. Zoe Nicholas trying to bring it ahead is going to be fouled by Caitlin Smith. So Smith will pick up her first. That's the team's second here in the second quarter. Under 4 minutes to go in this second frame. At the end of one, it was 17-10. Stone Memorial started to pile it on here in the second quarter, now up 15. Garrett hands off to Wood in the backcourt. Wood looks around, tries to throw it ahead to Nicholas. Down low, Low can't keep it in. Her right foot was on that baseline. She was trying to go to the basket with it. She had an open lane, and Nicholas saying, that's my bad. Not a great pass. Another turnover by Pickett County, something they've really struggled with here in the first half. Pickett County, a little bit of pressure, trying to slow down the Stone Memorial offense. Smith inside, misses with the left hand, and Lowe's got the rebound. Tompkins running the floor. Great pass from Lowe. Tompkins tracks it down and puts it in for two.
What a find. That court vision was beautiful.
That was a good finish by Tompkins, who's now got 12 points. Smith, left baseline drive, right past Lowe, and scoops it up and in.
And it just feels like every time the Lady Bobcats have something, Jacob, Panthers respond.
Then stepping out of bounds on the far sideline was Tompkins. Couldn't quite tiptoe that sideline. Another turnover, 35-20. And yeah, you mentioned it. And for Lowe as well, she's playing with two fouls, so she can't be super aggressive defensively down low. Timeout's going to be taken here by Stone Memorial. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 3:13 remaining in the second quarter, 35-20. This is kind of what Stone Memorial does. They try to speed you up defensively, and they can hit shots on the offensive side.
Yeah, no, they're definitely hitting their shots, and when they're doing that, you have to – best offense is a good best defense is a good offense, right? Slow yourselves down a little bit. I understand you're trying to break the press, but you don't have to give these baseball tosses all the time. It's going to work for you sometimes because you're talented, but a lot more of the time, you're just going to get yourself out of your offense, out of your rhythm, and you're going to put some of your stars in bad situations, putting them in 1-on-2 or 2-on-3s that they can't win against a Lady Panthers defense. That we talk about this in football all the time. When you're up big like this, you can be more aggressive defensively.
Quick check the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard. All knotted up between Mount Juliet and Upperman. 20 all with 2:37 remaining in the second quarter. Bella Wyatt, a 3 out of the timeout is no good. We've got a foul on the rebound, and it's going on Lexi Clark of Stone Memorial. Clark picks up her second personal. She's the second Lady Panther now with 2 fouls here in the second quarter. 3:03 remaining. That is the 4th team foul on Stone as well. So if Pickett's able to get to the bonus here with a little bit of time left on the clock, that would be big for them. They're able to get to the line and knock down some free throws. 3 minutes remaining, second quarter. Pickett is able to break the press this time. Tompkins throws it around to Lowe. Lowe skips it over. Here's Garrett. She's going to try the 3 from the right wing. Just a little too strong. And the rebound brought in by Smith for Stone Memorial. Now Wyatt ahead of the pack. Dumps it down low, May. May, skip pass is tipped into the hands of Wittenberg. Over to a wide open Wyatt for 3. That one's off the mark, but it's an offensive board for Lauren Clark. No look pass to Wittenberg and around to Wyatt. Make that Smith. She penetrates, kicks. Clark fakes the 3, puts it on the deck. This is good defense by Pickett County. Clark, nice spin move, gets to her spot, can't finish. That's a great stop by the Lady Bobcats. Zoe Nicholas throws ahead to Wood. Wasn't quite ready and turned it over. Was kind of spinning around as she caught the pass and tried to get it ahead to Tompkins. At the other end, great strip by Zoe Nicholas, who just slaps the basketball out of the hands of Smith. It'll stay with Stone Memorial underneath. Star White back in for Kylie Wood. 2:10 remaining here in the second quarter.
And like you said, nothing easy.
You can tell this Pickett County team, they look a little bit tired here in this first half. Stone Memorial works you so hard. Play a 94 feet. Deep one on the way from Wittenberg is good. Ashley Wittenberg from way downtown. She's got 7 first-half points, and it's a 38-20 advantage for Stone Memorial. Tompkins will bring it across here on the near sideline. Kicks off to Star White, who tries to answer with her own 3, just a little too strong. Nicholas, the offensive board, and she'll be fouled on the way back up. She'll have 2 free throws coming from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. As that foul's whistled on Ella Jane May, her second personal. That is also the 15th foul on Stone Memorial, so Pickett now in the bonus with 1:45 remaining here in the first half. Nicholas can't get the first to fall.
Yeah, and I know it's easy math, folks, but you can't keep trading 3 for 2 or even better than that, 3 for 1 here in this situation possibly.
She does get the second one to go from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. 5 points in the first half for Zoe Nicholas. 38-21. Stone Memorial leads. 1:40 remaining in the second quarter. Here's Lauren Clark with the basketball on the top of the key. Stutters, now crosses over and drives. Dumps it off. Nice catch by Lane underneath. She'll kick it back out. Wittenberg open for 3 again. A little too short. What a rebound by Addie Lowe. And she'll be fouled after she brought it down. And that one's going to go on Brooklyn Lane. That's her 3rd personal here in the first half. And Addie Lowe now is going to have 2 free throws from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line.
And this is what you talked about. If you can get to the free throw line, you can get points without time coming off. Great way to start a comeback.
Pryor's Auto Spot is home of the best truck and car repair service in Byrdstown. The expert mechanics at Pryor's Auto Spot are ready to get you back on the road quickly and professionally. Call 931-864-3926 to set up an appointment and get a clear estimate with no hidden costs. Pryor's Auto Spot is proud to support the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. Addie Lowe finds her first 2 points of the ball game at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. 38-23 the score, and a steal by Pickett County. Zoe Nicholas probing, gets inside. Nicholas hangs, can't finish. Low the rebound, trying to rip it away. Her and Clark get tied up. And a jump ball is going to belong to Stone Memorial with 67 seconds remaining here in the second. Beg your pardon, that's going to the Lady Bobcats. Lowe will inbound. Up top it goes to Tompkins. Right back to Lowe, brings it to the free throw line. Off to Nicholas, cuts to the basket, into the corner. White open for three, lets it fly. Can't go. That would have been a big one right there. 55 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Stone Memorial with the basketball. The 15-point lead. Lauren Clark inside, hangs, puts it up, missed it. Got her own rebound though. Skips it over. Wittenberg's open for three on the wing. She hits.
And Jacob, there's never an easier time to make a three than off an offensive rebound.
And Wittenberg makes him pay. 41-23, the advantage for Stone. Tompkins all the way to the rack. Left hand, can't get the finish, and then she touched it while standing out of bounds. It'll be a turnover by Pickett County, and Stone Memorial gets it back with 28 seconds to play here in the second. 41-23, Stone Memorial up in this one, and both teams are looking a little bit tired in this first half. It has been very much back and forth.
Oh, you just haven't had a lot of whistles.
And here we go again. Lexi Clark puts it up, missed it. That's one of her first misses of the first half. Garrett has it, and Lowe will bring it ahead for the Lady Bobcats. Lowe looks down low. What a pass to Tompkins, and she finishes from the left side.
Gotta make it count. That's what I was going to say.
8 seconds to play in the quarter. Nice tip there by Nicholas, who's able to get back in time. It's going to stay with Stone Memorial underneath. 5.4 seconds remaining here in the second. 41-25, the advantage for Stone. Pickett, though, not going away too easily.
And you knew they wouldn't, Jacob. This is a storied program, a lot of talent. They were not going to just slip into a loss.
5.4 seconds on the clock here for Amos, who will inbound underneath. Throw it up top for Wittenberg. Wittenberg on the deck is just going to let it fly. It rattles around. Rebound May puts it up and in. The offensive board for Ella Jane May gets the bucket before halftime, and it's an 18-point lead for Stone Memorial at the break, 43-25. Coming up next, we'll have the Happy Hiller halftime show. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring 20 acres in the countryside of Clinton County, Kentucky. This property has a stocked pond and is mostly wooded with marketable timber. You can bid on this auction at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends December 4th at 12 noon. Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. T-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Surfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996.
They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's the Happy Hiller halftime show here at Stone Memorial. Halftime lead for the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers, 43-25 in the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Mayberry's Furniture. Make sure you visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. What a first half for the Stone Memorial squad. 3-0 on the season, taking on a really good Pickett County team. They look like the better team in that first half. Defensively have been really, really solid. Offensively, hitting a lot of shots in that first half as well. Pickett County played okay offensively in the first half, but could not slow down that Stone Memorial offense.
Yeah, what it really comes down to is, and you see this at every level of basketball, Stone Memorial just able to cause havoc, right, with their aggression, full court press, multiple shots offensively coming in quick succession. And one thing that I will say is you came into this game knowing that the Lady Panthers were going to be able to run with or outrun Pickett County. You knew they were going to be aggressive and have this full court press and all of these things that were going to go Stone's way regardless. One thing you probably couldn't have predicted, and that I think Pickett County needs to concentrate on here at the half, is the rebounding. You cannot give Stone Memorial 2 and 3 opportunities or they're going to make you pay. And on the other end, you can't limit yourself to one opportunity. If you're Pickett County, you're allowing Stone Memorial to not just impose their will in terms of aggressiveness and speed, you're almost allowing them to be the more physical basketball team. And if there's one thing the Lady Bobcats have always been, it is the more physical basketball team. Case in point, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I just want to make sure, you can't have one. Addie Lowe can't have 2 points, I believe it is, and both of them come at the free throw line. That's just not – Pickett County is not going to win basketball games this year if Addie Lowe isn't scoring the basketball. Now, she doesn't have to be your leading scorer by any stretch. You have Zoe Nichols, but she has to be involved. 2 points, both of them coming at the charity stripe, cannot be the recipe for success.
Yeah, and this Pickett County team obviously a little bit undersized compared to Stone Memorial, who, yes, they are young, but they got a lot of size inside. Lauren and Lexi Clark have a good amount of size. Ella Jane May as well. And for this Pickett County team, it is a 1A against a 3A. We realize that, but this is one of the best 1A teams in the area and in the state. And this Stone Memorial team, they played really, really well early on, playing really well here at halftime right now. 43-25. They lead at the break. Let's bring you the scores in that first half. First for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, Emma Tompkins having a great first half. 14 points in the first half, but you mentioned it. You've got Zoe Nicholas. She's only got 5 first-half points. Big reason why they're trailing by so much in the first half. 3 points for Kylie Wood. Addie Lowe has 2, and Star White with 1. All 5 starters in the score column right now for the Lady Bobcats. On the other side for the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers, they've got everybody, all the starters, and then 2 players off the bench who have been in the score column. And they're being led by the freshman Lexi Clark, who has 17 first-half points. Ashley Wittenberg has 10. 5 points apiece for Ella Jane May and Taylor Amos, and 2 for Lauren Clark. Caitlin Smith and Bella Wyatt each have 2 points apiece off the bench for the Lady Panthers. Defensive pressure has led to points on the other side for the Lady Panthers. They lead at the break 43-25. This has been the Happy Hiller halftime show. Make sure you visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. Quickly before we get to a break, we'll bring you a Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard update. Upperman leading Mount Juliet 28-6 at the half in the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving Classic semifinal round. Big second half coming up over on UCR2. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the third or fourth level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
First Choice Family Care are local providers of complete family care for all ages, including physical and wellness checks along with x-rays. First Choice Family Care is your local stop for primary and urgent care along with sports physicals, lab services, and more. Visit firstchoicebirdstown.com or call 931-864-3232 for more information today. First Choice Family Care is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Pickett County Lady Bobcats and Bobcats basketball on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here in the second half, about to get underway in the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Colin Castleberry. We're having a lot of fun tonight. Hope you guys are as well. It's Thanksgiving week. Hopefully everyone's going to have a fun Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of days. We're having a lot of fun calling a lot of basketball. We've got two more games coming up tomorrow. Upperman will be finishing out the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving Tournament. The boys will be in the third place game. The girls still to be determined. Here's Ella Jane May for a three try from the right wing. That one's too strong. And Zoe Nicholas has the rebound. Just underway in the second half. 43-25 is the advantage for Stone Memorial. Tompkins wraps it down low to White, who puts it up and in. That's how you break a press right there.
Yeah, and it's good to see them start with points.
Down 16. Here's Lexi Clark at the other end. Just knifes right through the defense.
We talked about it in the first half, Jacob. It feels like every time the Lady Bobcats get any sort of momentum started, Lady Panthers just immediately kill it.
How about Kylie Wood for three? A First Choice Family Care three from the right side. The defense left her, and she made him pay. At the other end, Clark driving, kicking. Here's May in the corner. She lost it off her foot and out of bounds. That'll be Pickett County basketball. They've cut it to 15. Can they go on a little bit of a run here? Maybe make it a 10-point game.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. This is where you, if you're Pickett County, you have to start making that, chipping away at that lead, making those little moves.
So Pickett County ball down 15 and a turnover. Amos able to take it away from the Lady Bobcats. Amos ahead to Clark. Clark drives. Clark kicks. Lauren for three from the right wing. Too short. And the rebound's going to go out of bounds. So it will go back to Pickett County. 6:52 remaining here in the third quarter. Of course, stick around. We'll have the boys game coming up after. That'll be a lot of fun as well. The Pickett County Bobcats got one of the more clinical wins, impressive wins against Mount Juliet on Saturday. That first half was huge. Here's Tompkins in the backcourt having trouble. And turned it over again. Pickett County struggling with the press. Wittenberg three. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound by Lowe. Big thing right now for Pickett County. Stone hadn't been able to knock down shots. That's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Bobcats here on the near sideline. 6:35 remaining in the third.
Addie Lowe has got to get rid of that basketball. Great rebound. Great job to get your team that possession. But you got to find a guard.
Here is Nicholas who will try to set up the offense. Two defenders in front of her. Passes off to White. Kenley Garrett is back in for the Lady Bobcats. White lost it. It was stolen away by Clark. And there's a lot of freshmen that play for this Pickett County team, and it's showing up at times. May somehow caught a tough pass. Can't get the finish, though. Lowe, another rebound. Gets it away to Nicholas, and barely Nicholas is able to keep possession. Nicholas ahead. Nicholas, right-hand floater. Too strong. Got her own rebound, though, and pulls it back out. She'll fly away the three and connect. A first-choice family care three for Zoe Nicholas. Cuts it to 12, the closest it's been in a while, 45-33. Here is Lexi Clark on the top of the key, lets the offense develop. Now she'll fire away the three, can't get the answer. Amos, what a rebound, tips it to Wittenberg. Now out to Lauren Clark. Lauren, she'll fire it away. That one's no good. Amos gets another offensive board, shortest player on the floor. Wittenberg a three. That one doesn't go. May the rebound as Nicholas tried to box her out, dumps it off to Wittenberg, who puts it up and in.
I mean, how many chances can you give them right there? We talked about it at halftime. You cannot continue to lose the rebounding battle, and you get not one, not two, but 3 threes that in the first half, one of those falls for Stone Memorial.
White can't handle the pass. Another turnover up to Clark, lays it up and in just like that. 4 straight points. What was a 12-point game is now back to 16. 49-33, 5:10 remaining here in the third. White with the basketball. Hands off to Garrett. Garrett throws it to Lowe. She'll drive it inside. Had it stripped free. Clark, what a play. Stripped it away, then threw it off the foot of Lowe and out of bounds. And it'll go back the other way. 5:01 remaining here in the third. And as we always like to say, the clock not official.
Yeah.
We are not professional clock operators.
Working.
And that is actually a really good foul there by Addie Lowe because Lexi Clark just had a wide open run out to the basket. Fouls Ella Jane May in the middle of the floor. It will be the third personal on Lowe. But yeah, for the clock, it's Colin's doing a lot at once right here. He's running the scoreboard, running the camera, and giving great color commentary. He's got to pay attention to a lot.
Well, it's also just the fact that sometimes I swear I hit start.
Right, exactly.
Like,
here's a steal by Lowe. Lowe will keep it, goes up, and lays it in for 2. That's a really good sequence for Addie Lowe. And then a warning called on Lowe after she touched the basketball after it went through the hoop. 4:48 to play here in the third. 49-35. Stone Memorial leads. Lexi Clark on the left wing. Gives it in the corner. White on the drive underneath the basket. Trying to get it to May. Now kicks it back out. Clark a 3 on the way. Is good again. Lexi Clark hits another, and she's having a career day. 24 points here in the ball game. Tompkins. Wow, that was a lot of contact. Goodness.
Yeah, the Pickett County fans here in attendance at Stone Memorial starting to get a little frustrated, and I'm starting to understand it.
That one was a good amount of contact for Tompkins. Didn't get the call. It went out of bounds. It'll stay with Pickett County underneath. 4:22 remaining here in the third. Inbound Lowe. Lowe will step into a deep one and missed it short. Long rebound in the hands of the Lady Panthers. They'll push. Here's Wittenberg up to Lexi Clark. Clark on the deck all the way to the basket and got fouled, and she'll be at the line. And that is the 4th personal now on Addie Lowe.
Yeah, and that's, again, huge if you're a Pickett County fan. Addie Lowe struggling to find the bottom of the net, now all of a sudden going to have to take a seat probably.
And Lexi Clark will be at the free throw line. Misfires on the first. One of the first misses that she's had today. Man, she's played well. 7 points already in the second half. She's got 24 on the ball game. 4:11 remaining here in the third. It's a 17-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Make it 18 after the second make. 1 for 2 from the stripe. 53-35. 4:11 remaining here in the third. Almost a steal for Wittenberg and a foul. Didn't get there in time. It's going to be the first personal on Ashley Wittenberg, and Pickett County will retain. First team foul on Stone Memorial here in the second half as well with 4:09 to go in the third. That pass went nowhere. Wittenberg picks it off and puts it up and in for 2.
And that's a pass you just can't make. I mean, it's too easy. You telegraph it into double coverage.
And Nicholas splits the defense, keeps it herself, spins in the lane, goes up, and she'll be fouled. And Lauren Clark will pick up her second personal. Zoe Nicholas will be at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for a couple of tries. 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. Pryor's Auto Spot is home of the best truck and car repair service in Birdstown. The expert mechanics at Pryor's Auto Spot are ready to get you back on the road quickly and professionally. Call 931-864-3926 to set up an appointment and get a clear estimate with no hidden costs. Pryor's Auto Spot is proud to support the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. Zoe Nicholas hits them both at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. She's got 5 points here in the quarter and now 10 on the ball game into double figures. 55-37. Pickett County still hanging around. Clark ahead to Wyatt. Wyatt right hand, can't finish, and a good rebound by Kylie Wood underneath for Pickett County.
Yeah, you got to get more of that.
Again, Pickett County won both matchups against Stone last year, 74-63 and 73-44. This is a different Stone Memorial Ball Club. Of course, they only won 8 games a year ago as well. Garrett inside, tried to get to the spot and give it over to White, cutting to the basket, but that's really good defense by Lauren Clark. She throws it ahead to Amos. The freshman point guard kicks to Lexi for 3. Lexi hits again. She has 27 on the ball game. Actually, make it 28. Kenley Garrett ahead for the Bobcats. 2-on-1. Star White with it. Poked away again by Lauren Clark. Clark looking up the floor. Finds White. Ahead to Lexi Clark. She was a little too far out in front. Good ball movement again from Stone Memorial. And it's 2:55 remaining here in the third. (58-37). Tompkins to Nicholas. Nicholas, nice spin move. Clark couldn't get the steal for the third time in a row as Nicholas was able to put it up and in. 2:43 remaining here in the third. Lauren Clark able to easily beat the defense. Lane dumps it out to Lexi Clark. Again for 3, and it goes in. Holy cow, the freshman is on fire.
That's wow, Jacob, I don't know if I have words.
Tompkins, nice moves, gets to the other end and finishes. Her first points of the second half. She's got 16, but it's a 20-point advantage for Stone Memorial. Lexi Clark has been phenomenal. Clark again, she lets it fly, and again connects.
That was a heat check, and it landed.
She has 4 made threes here in the third quarter alone. She hit 3 in the first half. And it's a steal by Lexi Clark.
Just from there.
And she'll be fouled. Tompkins picks it up.
We're in NBA Jam territory.
It really is.
On fire.
Yep. She's got 17 points in the quarter and 34 now on the ball game.
All right, so we're looking for a 40 spot.
I mean, that's a freshman.
Yeah, it's a freshman looking for a 40 spot.
Here she is, open, lets it fly. That time a little too strong. Had the adrenaline going, but what an offensive board. Now a nice feed underneath for Amos. Can't get it to go. Wood lost the rebound, but she's fouled. We are watching a special performance tonight from Lexi Clark. And Coach Buck talked about her in the 7 AAA Media Day. Excited to see what the freshman could do this season. Yeah, I can see why. 1:45 to play here in the third, and she'll get a much-needed rest after putting up 17 here in the third quarter. She's got 34 in the ball game. On the drive, Nora Pryor blocked out of bounds by Ella Jane May. It'll stay with Pickett County underneath with 1:34 remaining here in the third quarter.
And now that length you talked about at halftime starting to show its head.
Nicholas drives, pulls up, a little bit short. 1:28 to go, third frame. Up ahead to Bella White. White running the floor, gets the finish. There's another freshman for Stone Memorial. And now Stone Memorial is backed out of the press with 1:16 to play here in the third. 66-41 they lead. And a foul is going to be whistled here on Amos. That'll be her first of the ball game.
And I'll tell you what, Jacob, you want to talk about the definition of a, what do you call it, between year? That was last year for Stone Memorial. They clearly were just waiting on that 8th grade class.
Nora Pryor for three. Can't get it to fall. 1:08 remaining, third quarter. Up ahead it goes to Wyatt, just a little bit over the outstretched hand. It goes out of bounds. Cassie Kunkel will check in for the first time for Stone Memorial. Checks in for Amos. 63 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Emma Tompkins will bring it ahead for the Lady Bobcats. And just threw it straight out of bounds. And Coach Cooper beside herself there on the sideline.
Clock didn't stop. Yeah, I was like, hold on. This time my clock is right.
Right. They need you to tell them what it is down there.
One of the few times I'm going to be right and they're going to be wrong. I'm going to take that as a win.
We got 55 seconds on our scoreboard. They've got 47.9 down here.
Are they? Okay.
They're just going to let it go.
I guess they're just going to let it go, yeah.
It is a 25-point lead for Stone Memorial. That may be why.
Maybe they asked. I don't know.
And a foul going to be whistled. No, 3 seconds in the lane called on Stone Memorial.
Now they have 34. I have 44. Okay. I'm just going with it.
33 seconds remaining here in the third. 66-41, Stone Memorial leads, and another turnover. It has plagued the Lady Bobcats tonight. Wyatt, top of the key, she'll be fouled. That foul's going on Tompkins, her second personal. Stone Memorial will inbound underneath the basket right baseline side. 23.5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Up top is Caitlin Smith. She's going to let the clock run down, and Stone Memorial looks like they're going to take the final shot here in the third. Down to 10 seconds. Smith on the drive, fouled by Tompkins. 8.5 seconds.
Student section's hyped about something. I'm not sure what.
It's 1 point away from 67, that's why.
Ah, I now see.
Yes. We're a little too old.
Well,
and Smith misses for a big groan.
For me, Jacob, we're 3 points away from the one that that we always got excited about. So that's maybe why I didn't understand.
And they've got 67 points, and that gets a big cheer from the students. 5 seconds to play here in the third. Nicholas knifing up the defense, gets the 2 to go. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter, 67-43. Stone Memorial leads. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Modern Roofing Group is an Owens Corning preferred contractor, and they're proud to bring that reputation and recognition to the Upper Cumberland. Their customer service and craftsmanship are second to none. Get comfort that your roof will stand up to the storms by calling 931-400-8788 and get an estimate on a new roof today. That's 931-400-8788. 100% financing is available. Modern Roofing Group is proud to stand behind their work with a 10-year workmanship guarantee. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Getting started here in the fourth quarter of action of the high school basketball game of the week. 67-43, Stone Memorial leads. Over on the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard as Zoe Nicholas will fire away this three and hit. It is a First Choice Family Care 3 for Nicholas, who now has 17 points on the ball game. Over on the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard, Upperman leading 39-37 against Mount Juliet at the end of 3. 3 players with 3 fouls, though, over there. So a little bit of foul trouble for the Lady Bees over on UCR 2.
Back out there.
Here is Lexi Clark on the drive, sitting with 34 points on the ball game. She had 4 made threes in the third quarter, 17 points. She has hit 7 triples in the ball game, and that is another pass straight out of bounds and another turnover by Pickett County. Struggling to take care of the ball. And Kylie Wood's going to check in for Emma Tompkins. Here comes Addie Lowe as well.
Yeah, you'd probably like to not put Addie back out there with 4 fouls with 7+ to go, but she's just somebody you've got to have on the floor. You got to hope she didn't pick up a 5th one quick.
And Coach Cooper upset with her squad, just haven't been able to take care of the ball tonight. 67-46 they trail, and wide open at the other end is the person who has 36 points in the game. About the only person you can't leave wide open right now. There's a lot of them, but you really can't leave her open. Here's Wood in the corner. Pickett County trailing now 69-46. A nice lead for the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers, and they get a steal.
And guess who was right there in on the play?
Yeah, Lexi Clark and then Lauren Clark right behind her. And here comes Emma Tompkins to the scores table again. Comes in for Kylie Wood. Make sure you stick around. We'll have the boys' game coming up next of the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. And if you want an entertaining broadcast, Noah McKay has lost his mind about officials over on UCR2, and he's by himself, so I'm sure he's letting it fly.
Well, now I want to tune in. Can we switch our stream?
Victoria Pryor is in the game. She picks up a foul here for the Lady Bobcats.
I have to go back and watch that one now.
Rosella Jane May for Stone Memorial, trying to drive inside, skips it over to Lexi Clark. She lets it fly. Clark a little too strong. That was a little bit of a heat check there.
Yeah, well, I think she's earned a few of them.
She does have 36 points tonight and had 17 in the third quarter and has made 7 triples. So, yeah, you are correct. 6:25 remaining here in the fourth. We've seen some really big performances. Sydney Wilhite had 52 in a game. Callum Sullivan had 50 in a game. This is blocked by May out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Pickett County underneath. And now we've got a 40-point watch for the freshman Lexi Clark, who's sitting on 36 right now. Here's Addie Lowe. Skips it. Finds Nicholas way downtown. Nicholas hits.
Okay.
And she's now got 20 in the game. But down by 20 are the Lady Bobcats. Slowly walking it up the floor is Smith across the timeline. That's Wittenberg. Clark for 3. A little too strong. Saved back in by Kunkel, though, and Stone's got it. Here is Kunkel. Thought about the 3. Now she will fly it away. In and out, no, and rebounded by Lowe underneath. 5:42 to go in the ball game. Lowe across the timeline, throws to Garrett and around to Tompkins. One more to the corner to Pryor. Good ball movement here for Pickett County. Pryor fires away the elbow jumper and may have been hit, but they say it was blocked. Lauren Clark, what a feed all the way up to Wittenberg, who puts it in for 2 and fouled. Foul's going to be whistled on Addie Lowe, and she's going to foul out of this game. And at the line is going to be Ashley Wittenberg for 1 shot to complete a 3-point play. So 5 personals on Addie Lowe. She will have to come out. Nora Pryor is in. Kylie Wood is in for the Lady Bobcats as Victoria Pryor checks out. And Ashley Wittenberg, the senior, the only senior on the roster for this Stone Memorial team, which is really scary for everybody else in the Upper Cumberland, is at the line. Knocks it down because she's a really good player, too. Guess what? She's got 18 points tonight. Make it 17 points after that made free throw. Here is Pryor, and she had it knocked free by Amos, but a foul. And it'll be 2 free throws coming here at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line.
Yeah, I think that's what's terrifying, Jacob, is we're here on a 40-point watch for a freshman, and we're just casually not mentioning in that case that others might have 20.
Yeah, they're going to return a lot of talent next year, and we're having this conversation in Game 4 of the season. Who knows what they do this year? Nora Pryor's at the line here for 2 free throws from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. Misfires on the first. Pickett County 1-1 on the season right now. A 48-45 loss to Smith County in game 1 of the season. They'll play them on Friday. And Pryor able to get that one to go. So Pryor is out. Star White back in. 1 for 2 from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. 22-point lead for the Lady Panthers. 5:17 remaining here in the fourth. Lauren Clark. One-handed pass ahead to Wyatt. Here's Amos. Into the corner. It goes to Smith. Wyatt. Looks. Backdoor cut. Lexi Clark can't get it there. Smith has it. And off to Wyatt again. Penetrates. Gets inside. Lexi Clark's got it. She'll put it on the deck and back out. Now Wyatt at the free throw line. Backdoor cut for Smith. Wyatt spins. Goes up with the right and finishes. It's another freshman. And she's got 6 points. 4:39 remaining here in the fourth. 24-point lead for Stone Memorial. We still got another boys game coming up. Here's Kenley Garrett. That one's going to be a lot of fun as well. A lot of big-time players in that one. Amos taps it away. Amos keeps it herself. She'll drive inside. Amos, what a finish with the right.
Wow.
7 points for the freshman, Taylor Amos.
See, but that's what you're supposed to have, 6 and 7.
Nicholas gets the finish at the other end. She's put together a big second half. Only had 5 points at halftime. Now is 22 in the ball game.
It's too bad the student section couldn't hear me. I would have gotten some praise for that one.
76-52, 4 minutes to go. Clark gonna be fouled and be at the line. Star White picks up the blocking foul, her second.
So a chance to make it 38 here at the line with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, still plenty of time. And we'll see how long Coach Buck lets the starters stay out there. I think they're staying out there more so than anything. First of all, you've got a lot of freshmen anyway,
yeah, well,
so you can't really go
say,
to anybody else. Second of all, it's also a lot of respect to Pickett County because they still have Zoe Nicholas and a lot of players that can go get points.
Well, and I think you're still trying to figure out how to play as a team.
Yeah. It's still a very young team.
Coach Buck in these systems.
He does bring in Reagan Pugh for the first time. Brooklyn Lane is back in there.
Yeah, I think Clark is still out there for the 40 watch. At this point, it feels.
And she's coming out for Cassie Kunkel with 38 points.
Sorry, either way, I just want somebody to do it. If it were Zoe Nichols,
imagine she's not coming back in. She's got 38 on the night with 3:50 remaining, and it's 78-52. Inside, Star White gets the finish for the Lady Bobcats. She's got 5 points on the night. That's another freshman. Ton of freshmen in this game between these two sides. Driving, Smith, stolen away by Nicholas. Nicholas will bring it ahead now for the Lady Bobcats with 3.5 to go. Nice move. Nicholas lost it and stolen. In the hands of Pugh. Wyatt will throw it ahead, trying to track it down. Kunkel can't quite get there. And it will be a turnover by Stone Memorial. Pickett County back with it. Again, we'll have 15 minutes in between. We'll have the boys' game coming up after. 78-54, the score right now here in the girls' game. On the boys' game, Pickett County undefeated. Stone Memorial looking for their first win. They're 0-1, falling to Jackson County last week.
Another team who should be very good this year.
Yep. Here's a great pass to Nicholas ahead. She'll fly away the three, just a little bit short. Good rebound by Wood underneath. Kicks out to Tompkins. She'll get inside, put it up with the right, and finish with a foul. Emma Tompkins has put together a really nice game as well. She's got 18 points, and we'll have a chance at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for one more.
Yeah, and again, you never think you're going to use the words quietly and 18 or quietly 20.
She had 14 of them in the first half. That's probably a big reason why. But you are absolutely correct. And Tompkins connects on the Kiesling Insurance free throw. 19 points on the day for the junior. 78-57.
57, okay.
At least that's what they have on this scoreboard here.
See,
that one poked away by Nicholas and stolen. Under 3 to go. Here's White. Bounces ahead to Garrett. Down low to White. Good give and go, and White finishes. There's some transition offense for the Lady Bobcats. Now stolen away by Tompkins. She'll be fouled again and earn another trip to the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. This foul's going to go on Vaden Basenko. I think. Is she in there? think she's standing at the top of the key there. And Tompkins, first free throw, just a little bit off the mark.
They're leaving it at 59, so yeah, once again, I talk for a living for a reason.
Second free throw good for Tompkins. From the Kiesling Insurance free throw line, now has 20 in the ball game. 78-60 the score. Basenko gives off. Pugh, right hand finish. Or I beg your pardon, that's Abby Hazelton who gets the finish for 2. Garrett ahead with 2:25 to go. Here's Nicholas, sidesteps, 3 ball. Won't rattle in. Good rebound by White. Back up and in with the left. And Star White has 6 points here in the fourth quarter, now 9 on the ball game. Running the floor, Kunkel knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Stone Memorial underneath with 2:09 remaining here in the fourth.
Hey, that's what I've got.
Getting better.
Hey, all right. By the time we get to the boys' game, I'm just going to be an old pro.
That's right. Inbound. Basenko for 3. Connects. Vaden Basenko able to knock it down. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Everybody getting involved for this Stone Memorial team. Man, they're fun to watch. Here's Wood around to Nicholas, top of the key. Nicholas between the legs, throws to White on the left wing, back out to Nicholas. She's trying to get loose, lose the basketball, picks it up, whistle. A timeout taken by Pickett County. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here with 1:43 remaining in the fourth. 83-62, the lead for Stone Memorial. Been an impressive performance for the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, I'll say this, Jacob. Obviously, this is my first time seeing Stone Memorial this season. Haven't had a chance to see Upperman yet, but based on
they're also really good.
Yeah, they are also really good. But I'm looking at this Stone Memorial team, and is the only advantage Upperman has the fact that they understand what it's like.
A little bit more seniority.
Right,
yep.
Seniority, the program.
Can't forget about White County up there as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a great district.
7 AAA is going to be all kinds of fun this year. 1:43 remaining here in the ball game. Out of the timeout taken by Pickett County. It's a kick out to Kenley Garrett. Checking the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard as Nicholas is fouled underneath. Tight one over on UCR2 with 90 seconds to go. Upperman leads by 2, 48-46.
There you go.
That one to get into the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving Classic Championship. 1:35 to go in this one. And Nicholas, good from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. And according to the comments and according to Noah, the officials have been a lot of fun. And it makes sense because they have been interesting, to say the least, in the few games that we have done at Mount Juliet and Lebanon. Nicholas got her own rebound and puts it back up and in. She's had a big fourth quarter and now adds on to her tally. 1:23 to play in this one. It's 83-65. Stone Memorial's got the ball.
My question is, are we going to Tullahoma again this year? That's always my favorite trip every year for, what is it, is it the regionals?
Yeah. We went there last year with Livingston Academy girls. They were able to get a big win. 30-second timeout taken by Stone Memorial. They don't have any remaining technically, and so they will turn it into a full. We'll step aside. 1:17 to go. Nope. We're going to keep it right here. We are going to keep it right here.
I think they said, wait, we don't have any left.
Yeah, so
never
they
mind.
said, never mind. So it will be Stone basketball with 1:17 to go. They lead 83-65. Kunkel will bring it ahead. Make sure you stick around for the boys' game. That one's going to be a lot of fun. 15 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Here's Basenko. Looks inside, trying to throw it in to the hands of Callie Hazelton. Couldn't quite get it there, and it goes out of bounds. 1:04 remaining in this one. 1:04 remaining in the Upperman one. I've got it tuned in right now over on UCR2. It's 48-48 now with 1 minute remaining. Upperman's got the ball, and fouled on the 3 is Kenley Garrett. She'll have 3 free throws coming from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. Foul called on Abby Hazelton, her first. So, if you want to watch a great basketball game over on UCR2, 48 seconds to play, all tied up at 48. Check the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard.
You're doing my all-time favorite broadcaster thing, calling 2 games at once.
We did that final week of the regular season when Alcoa and Anderson County were playing each other. We had Livingston Academy and DeKalb County going on as well. I was the color guy, but pretty much doing play-by-play for Anderson County Alcoa as Garrett is able to get that 3rd free throw to go from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. 83-66 the score, under 50 seconds to go, and Stone Memorial's got it. And that one will sail out of bounds. Now we've got people in the comment section on UCR2 asking where they can apply to be a referee. It must be brutal over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and watch that one because clearly something's going on.
So Pickett County's got it. 42 seconds and counting to go. Tompkins, nice drive. Kick to Nicholas. 3 on the way. Good again. First choice family care 3 for Nicholas, who has had a massive second half and an even bigger fourth quarter. She's got 15 in the fourth quarter, now 29 on the ball game. 83-69 the lead for Stone Memorial. 20 seconds to go. On the drive, Kunkel no, rebounded by Hazelton inside. And Callie Hazelton will have a couple of free throws here with 15 seconds to play. Left-handed free throw by Hazelton, up and good. We'll have another one on the way. A little too strong that time. White the rebound for Pickett County with 13 seconds to go. The head to Garrett. Garrett inside, right hand too strong. And the rebound with 5 seconds, and they'll just dribble it out. It's going to be a big win for Stone Memorial in the high school basketball game of the week. Final score 84-69, a big win for the Stone Memorial Lady Panthers as we welcome you into the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. The Lady Panthers improved to 4-0 on the season with now a win against Pickett County as well. And they look really, really good.
Yes, yeah, I would say they do. And this is, look, always a competitive district, right? I mean, you've got Stone Memorial. We mentioned White County and Upperman, of course. Livingston Academy's always in it on the girls' side as well. So a lot of great basketball that's going to be played in this district. But I'm looking at this Stone Memorial team, Jacob, and outside of, as I mentioned earlier, outside of the outside of lacking seniority, there we go, they've got everything. Length, size, speed. They can make shots. They can turn you over. They can cause havoc defensively. This is an incredibly well-rounded team that I think is going to give anybody, Upperman, White County included, a very, very good basketball game. And give credit where it's due on the other side. Pickett County, 1A versus 3A, like we talked about, and they showed a lot of fight tonight. This is not a Lady Bobcat team that I think is going to be have a down year, comparatively with years past.
Upperman just missed a game winner over on UCR2. They're going to overtime, all knotted up at 48 apiece. Had a good look for 3 from the right side as well. Just couldn't knock it in. We're here inside the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. That was the final check of the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard. Final score here, 84-69. Stone Memorial improves to 4-0 on the season. The Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game, going to be pretty easy.
Yeah. It's
Lexi Clark had 38
Lexi
points.
Clark had 38 points. I'd love to have seen the 40 spot, but I understand pulling her there. But I think as you're about to read off, I think it's easy to say Lexi Clark. But what's more impressive to me is that on a night where Lexi Clark had 38, that Stone Memorial scores 84. And as you're about to read, multiple other people had 15 plus.
10 players score for Stone Memorial tonight. Ashley Wittenberg had 17. She was second on the team. 7 points for Taylor Amos. Lauren Clark, 2. Ella Jane May, 5. Off the bench, Caitlin Smith had 3. Bella Wyatt had 6. 3 points for Vane Basenko. Abby Hazelton had 2. And Callie Hazelton with 1. For the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, they were led by Zoe Nicholas, who had 28 points tonight. Emma Tompkins had 20. 9 points for Star White, 6 for Kylie Wood, and 4 for Addie Lowe. Off the bench, Nora Pryor and Kenley Garrett, each with 1 point. Your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game, Lexi Clark, 38 points in the win tonight as the Lady Panthers improve to 4-0. They've got a couple of fun basketball games coming up Friday and Saturday in the Heritage Thanksgiving Classic. They'll play Heritage on Friday. They won the 3A state title last year, and then they'll play Grace Christian Knoxville on Saturday. For the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, they will play Smith County coming up Friday at 5:30. We'll have broadcast coverage of that one from Byrdstown. We're going to take a break here between games. We'll throw a graphic up on the screen. We'll throw a timer up there as well. We'll let you know how much time before this boys game gets started. About 12 minutes and change before we get started on the boys side. So make sure you stick around. And thank you so much for tuning in for the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture. We'll be back in just a moment.
At the Quality family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality family, trusted care right where life happens.
Welcome back, everybody, to Stone Memorial High School in the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospitals. The Pickett County Bobcats get set to take on the Stone Memorial Panthers here in Crossville. I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Colin Castleberry. Glad to have you along as we welcome you into the Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty Company pregame show. Pickett County Bobcats 2-0 on the season. They beat Mount Juliet on Saturday 62-34. They led 43-15 at halftime. Pure domination in that ball game. Starters came out early on in the fourth quarter, didn't have to play for that fourth quarter. Everybody got some playing time against Mount Juliet, a 4A team on Saturday after Pickett County beat a good Smith County team last Tuesday 60-50. This Stone Memorial squad, they're 0-1 on the year, falling to Jackson County last Thursday 72-60. Jackson County scored 27 points in the first quarter to kind of set the tone, and then led by about 9 to 13 points for the remainder of the game, and ultimately won by 12. That's a very, very good Jackson County team that made the 2A state tournament last year and returned everybody this season. They also dropped down into Pickett County's district this year, so those two are going to have a lot of fun battles this season. Colin, coming into this one, it's a 1A against a 3A, but Pickett County split with Stone Memorial last season, winning at home in Byrdstown and losing here in Crossville. Stone Memorial would love to get their first win of the year against a very good Pickett County squad.
No, I mean, it would be huge for them to get their first win here at home against a very talented Pickett County team. And look, we can call Pickett County a 1A all we want. But
they don't look like it.
Well, they don't look like it, but the reason they don't look like it is the same reason that for so long we made jokes about, Alcoa's a 2A football team.
A little bit different, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yes. What I'm well, okay, yes. 18-plus state titles.
Yeah.
Look, we get it. It's a different – but my point is Alcoa was playing Maryville every year and winning that game consistently. Pickett County – is going to play Stone Memorial and many others. You mentioned Mount Juliet as well, a 4A school.
Yep.
And they're not just winning those ball games. You pointed it out, they're dominating in some of those games. And so certainly you can call it 1A, but this is what Pickett County hangs their hat on, right? Don't necessarily have a football team, at least in terms of TSSAA qualifications. Baseball is secondary. Basketball is what they do. It feels a lot like, and I know you'll understand this and identify with it as somebody who's from up north. It feels like high school basketball in Indiana.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Small town,
100%.
Wooden gym, up on the hill, and there's nothing else in Byrdstown, right?
Shut the town down and go out and watch them.
Yeah, we talk about on Friday nights for football, a lot of these towns, they're last one out, turn the lights out. Well, for Pickett County, it's basketball. Last one up the hill, cut the lights off.
We continue on here in the Eminence Eagle Auction Realty Company pregame show. Mentioned Stone Memorial 0-1 on the year. Pickett County is 2-0. Quick check the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mount Juliet is going to knock off Upperman. They're going to win today 57-52 in overtime in the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving Classic semifinals. So 2 third-place games coming up tomorrow at 3 and 4:30. We'll have those games tomorrow for you on the UCR Media Networks. Let's get ready to bring you the People's Bank starting lineups here at the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. First, for the away team on the scoreboard, the 2-0 Pickett County Bobcats, who have looked really, really solid in 2 games so far this season. We say they don't look like a 1A team. They're really big as a 1A team. They start like this. A sophomore, number 4, Abram Phillips. A freshman, number 10, Kelvin Cobb. Sophomore, number 12, is Brody Pryor. Junior, number 21, is Nathaniel Cobb. And a sophomore, number 23, is Cole J. Amonette. They have 3 starters at 6'5" or above. Kelvin Cobb, 6'6", Brody Pryor, 6'6", and Nathaniel Cobb, 6'5". For the Stone Memorial Panthers, under head coach Jess Raby in his first season as head coach, he'll send out this starting lineup. A lot of seniors and 1 junior. Senior number 1 is Jake Hennessy. Junior number 3 is Caden Page. A senior number 11 is Hunter Haney. Senior number 12 is Jack Cordell. And senior number 23 is Briggs Lau. Going to be a lot of fun in this one. Once again, the starters for both sides: Caden Page, Briggs Lau, Jack Cordell, Hunter Haney, and Jake Hennessy for the Stone Memorial Panthers. And for the Pickett County Bobcats, Cole J. Amonette, Nathaniel Cobb, Brody Pryor, Kelvin Cobb, and Abram Phillips. Those are your People's Bank starting lineups, and that'll conclude our Ammonette's Eagle Auction and Realty Company pregame show as we get you ready for Pickett County and Stone Memorial.
Yeah, and in the exact opposite, Jacob, of the girls' game, where it's a lot of names you're going to learn, a lot of names you need to know. Now here in the guys' game, it's a lot of names you know, a lot of names you've already heard in very big moments, in very important situations, and I'm excited for that. 4 seniors, you said it, for Stone Memorial against a Pickett County team that, I'll be honest, you know, we keep talking about it, but it's hard not to. I don't know a lot of teams across this state at any level, at any classification, that can say that they've got 3 out of 5 starters that are 6'5" above. Yeah, there's not many teams at any classification.
We saw Brentwood earlier today. They had 6'6" and 6'9", but everybody else is about 6'2" or below.
Yeah.
It'll be Briggs Lau, who he's got a lot of size, tipping up against Nathaniel Cobb, and Pickett County wins the tip as Brody Pryor is right there to take it away for the Bobcats. The Bobcats will start the first offensive possession. Abram Phillips had a heck of a day against Mount Juliet on Saturday. Here's a good pass inside Pryor. Great position, puts it up and in for 2.
All night. That was going to be there all night.
Good feed from the elbow as well from Nathaniel Cobb. 2-0 start for the Bobcats here on the road against Stone Memorial. Having some trouble is Hennessy with the basketball, turned it over. Pryor ahead to Cobb on the run out. Cobb tracks it down, bounces right up to him, and he lays it in. How about that move for Nathaniel Cobb?
And if it's going to be that kind of night for the Bobcats, it might be a long one for the Panthers.
Stone Memorial coming off the loss to a very good Jackson County team, also and now in the 1A classification, 72-60 on Thursday. Now playing Pickett County in that 1A classification. Hennessy on the drive, great finish from the left side.
Okay, so both teams came to play tonight.
Cole J. Amonette brings it ahead. Here is Kelvin Cobb on the left wing. Pryor, top of the key, gives to Amonette on that left side. Fires it away from deep. He gets fouled, and he's going to be at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for 3 after he missed it short. The first foul called on Caden Page, who got into the landing zone, says the official. And it will be 3 freebies here for Cole J. Amonette, who's had a great start to the season, really shot it well against Smith County. Only needed 6 points against Mount Juliet, and they were able to win big.
Back-to-back reverse layups, one either way. Yeah. What a start.
And a rare short miss there for Cole J. Amonette at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. The first of 3 tries here for Amonette. Of course, Pickett County trying to make it back to the 1A state tournament where they fell in the quarterfinals to Hillcrest last season. 2 straight misses for Amonette at the line here.
Yeah, an early season here for Amonette. He's gonna beat himself up maybe for this a little bit. Knows that he's got to go to the line and convert when he gets these opportunities.
And I did see his cousin and the Mr. Basketball finalist in the building, Jacob Amonette, in attendance for this one as Cole J misses 3 straight from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. Still a 4-2 lead for Pickett County. Pass down low, Cordell lost it, saved back in by Pryor, and Amonette's got it. He'll bring it ahead. Defender in front of him, beats him down the floor. Cordell right there, takes it away. And Stone Memorial has it, 6:35 remaining here in the first. Cordell across the timeline will give to Hennessy as he looks to the sideline to Coach Raby. Hennessy will set up the offense here for the Panthers, trailing by 2. 6:25 remaining here in the first. A lot of movement. Now Lau on the right wing catches. Top of the key for Page. Page got loose. Now he puts it on the deck, flies it away. Missed it off the left side of the iron. Rebound out of bounds. And it's staying with the Panthers underneath.
And he's going to have to be careful right there. Little too much hesitation on that 3. Lucky that he doesn't get called for a walk coming off of that fake.
6:12 remaining here in the first quarter. It was back and forth, and now both teams starting to settle in a little bit as we get closer to 2 minutes into the ball game. Hennessy trying to inbound. Will throw it up top for Lau, who tracks it down. Lau will hand it off. Here is Hennessy with the basketball being guarded by Amonette. Pickett County in the man-to-man to open it up. They went to a zone against Mount Juliet, and Mount Juliet could do nothing offensively. Dump it over to Lau on the left wing. Backdoor, Cordell inside. Nice finish with the right hands. Jack Cordell, transfer from Clark Range, came into Stone Memorial last season, had a great season as kind of the number 2 behind Cade Capps. He is now the number 1 scoring threat, and now it's picked off by Lau. Lau will take it himself inside and slam it down. Briggs Lau, the hammer, and that'll get the crowd hyped up. 6-4, Stone Memorial leads. 5:26 to play here in the first. Here is Kelvin Cobb over to Nathaniel Cobb. Left baseline, threw it over the rim to Phillips. Now Cobb right back to Nathaniel. Skip pass. Amonette flies it away for three. No good. A rebound. Pulled down by Cordell. Stone's got it.
And Stone, give them credit, rebounding when they're outsized.
There is Haney with the basketball. Skip it around. Three from Hennessy on the way. No good. Cordell, the offensive board. Cordell inside. He walked. And it's going the other way. Let us know where you're watching from today. Grandma Marcia tuning in from Fort Wayne, Indiana. She said she's been watching a lot of Tennessee basketball. We've been doing a lot of Tennessee basketball for the last few days. So much appreciate Grandma Marcia tuning in. Live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Now the only game on is the Lady Bees fell to Mount Juliet in overtime in the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving Classic semifinals. Also, big shout out to Bronston Chaffin, named a Mr. Football finalist in the 4A classification today for the senior quarterback, who his recruitment is now open. He was committed to Georgia State, is decommitted, now looking around. There's Kelvin Cobb on the right wing. Pickett County with the basketball, down 6-4. 4:20 remaining in the first. And Amonette will reset the offense. Cobb with it. Looks inside. Here's Kelvin. Brings it around with a left-handed dribble. A little bit stagnant here for Pickett County as they try to move it around. Stone Memorial defensively been really solid in their man-to-man. Page guarding Amonette. Screen set by Pryor. Dumped off to Pryor. Knocked away by Page. Lau ahead to Haney. Nice catch and lays it in. Timeout on the floor taken by Coach Amonette. He is not happy with his squad right now. And going at Cole J down on the floor. 30-second timeout taken by the Bobcats. Not the start the Bobcats were looking for. Stone Memorial defensively has been solid. It's an 8-4 start for them as they've turned their defense into offense with 3:54 to play here in the first.
Yeah, and he is hot, Jacob. And I mean, known for being a pretty emotional guy, a pretty emotional coach. But he is really up in some craw right now, and I can understand why. I mean, you came out, you had an emphatic start to this game. Cole J had a chance there at the line to make three. He misses all of them, and then you've just kind of been sloppy with the basketball. So I can understand the frustration by Coach Amonette.
Trying to fire his squad up with 3:53 to play here in the first, and a couple of turnovers here in the early going for the Bobcats in the high school basketball game of the week. Here's Nathaniel Cobb, will throw it to Pryor. Pryor looks underneath. Amonette catches into the corner, goes Phillips. Nathaniel lost it out of bounds. Couldn't make the catch. Being defended by Evan Mosley, who was in there for the first time. Mosley started the season as a starter, and then since Caden Page came back from football, he is now coming off the bench. Back in there is Tanner Bowman as well, a sophomore guard. Lau will give it to Mosley on that right side. He is picked up by Pryor. Skip pass to Page. And around it comes. Lau with the basketball. 3:24 remaining here in the first quarter. 8-4 lead for the Panthers on the drive. Lau lost it. Actually got it out to Mosley for three, and he hits. Evan Mosley knocks it down. That is the fifth Panther to score in the early going. They've got 11 points. 11-4, they lead it. Pickett County with the ball. They'll try to get it going offensively here. Team that has dominated offensively but struggling with the defensive Stone right now as that one was deflected. Cobb inside. Nice shot fake, but he missed it short, and it's rebounded by Lau underneath. Ahead to Page. He'll fly away from way downtown. That's off the back of the iron, and Pryor able to wrestle away the rebound for Pickett County. 2:42 to go here in the first as Cole Amonette will slow it down as he walks it up the floor. Gets two screens, uses the left side, throws in the corner. Kelvin Cobb, a three. No good. That one was much needed. Couldn't find it. Rebounded by Bowman as he pushes the other way across the timeline. Off to Lau. Inside. Lau up and under is fouled, and he'll be at the line. And the foul is going on Brody Pryor. The sophomore picks up his first.
And again, Jacob, Stone Memorial obviously not a small team by any stretch, but the fact that Pickett County bolsters three starters over 6'5", and they are getting out-rebounded significantly right now.
Well, you got Hunter Haney who's out there. He's probably about 6'5". Briggs Lau is about 6'7". And then, of course, now you can bring in Evan Sloan as well, who brings in a good amount of size, comes in for Hunter Haney. Jack Cordell can get up there and rebounding the basketball. The guards rebound well. As Loud did not get in that first free throw to make it 12-4. Second one on the way. Missed it, but he left early, and so it's going to be a lane violation and be Pickett County basketball.
Hey, listen, love a big man who makes his free throws. Ever since Shaq, I'm always leery.
Hack-a-Shack.
Hey, it was a good strategy.
It was. Here's Amonette. Over to Cobb, over his screen, flies it away and hits. The freshman hadn't gotten it going offensively in the last couple of ball games. It's the First Choice Family Care 3, and the Bobcats needed that one, 12-7. Rick is cheering on from Chicago O'Hare International Airport,
hey!
One of the worst airports you could ever visit. Hopefully you get through there fairly easily.
We're going to disagree on
you,
that. I love O'Hare.
Man.
We're going to disagree on that. I love O'Hare.
We are. Not my favorite airport to go through.
Listen,
now, Indianapolis, on the other hand, is a great one.
I don't know if I've ever flown through Indy, actually.
Obviously, a lot of connecting flights going through O'Hare. An offensive foul is going to be called here on Stone Memorial, and it's going on Evan Sloan as he picks up his first.
I will say, if I had my choice, I'd pick Midway over O'Hare.
100%.
But like, I like O'Hare.
Not my cup of tea.
Well, you are from the other side of the line.
1:40 to go here in the first. Pickett County with it. Here is Amonette on the left wing. Amonette looking around. He had Cobb. Now Pryor has the mismatch, gets inside and lays it in. And Coach Amonette was about to be livid if Pryor didn't touch the basketball there because of the mismatch inside.
I was going to say, I'm glad you pointed it out because I was going to. He was jumping up and down, pointing. I'm surprised Stone didn't find a way to adjust before they could get it in there.
We got people tuning in from all over the place. Bernie tuning in from Olney, Illinois. Here's a three from the left wing. Tanner Bowman knocks it home. 15-9, still Memorial leads. 1 minute remaining here in the first. This has been a fun one so far. Pickett County starting to find their rhythm, and as I say that, they turn it over. Phillips tried to force a pass inside and had it knocked free. Mosley ahead to Cordell in the corner for three. Too short. Rebound tipped around. Out of bounds. It'll belong to Pickett County. Hennessy's going to check back in for the Panthers. And coming in for the first time for the Bobcats is Max Moody. He comes in for Pryor. 46 seconds remaining here in the first. If you're tuned in and you're just now tuning in, this is the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture. I'm Jacob Vinson. That's Colin Castleberry. Game number 2 today of the high school basketball game of the week. Down low. Great feed for Amonette, who lays it up and in. Great cut as well as Amonette gets his first points of the contest to make it 15-11. 26 seconds remaining here in the first. Noah McKay is tuned in. Now we got celebrities watching.
Uh-oh. Now I'm nervous.
He just had a couple of fun ones with Upperman. They'll be playing in the third-place games tomorrow. This one stolen away by Moody. 12 seconds here for the Bobcats, trailing by 4. Moody by himself. Blocked out of there by Mosley. My goodness. Pickett County's going to keep it underneath with 7.7 seconds. And emphatic stuff for Evan Mosley. And Moody, a little bit shaken up, is going to have to come out and makes his way off the floor. Pryor checks in with 7.7 seconds to go here in the first. Haney back in for Sloan.
And what a physical ball game we've had so far.
It really has been. Inbound Pryor, right to the bucket, lays it in for 2. Great cut. Nobody picked him up. He's got 6 points to lead the way. Picked off by Cobb, out of bounds with 0.3. And Stone Memorial will have it. Evans will check in here for Pryor.
And luckily, 0.3 is technically the amount you need to get the ball off.
From a long way, though. Bowman did get it off in time. Wow, that's a good look. Carr says no. Bokar, that is one of the officials, says no. And it does not go. And a good first quarter comes to a close. 15-13 at the end of one in favor of Stone Memorial. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Second quarter about to get underway here in Crossville. 15-13 Stone Memorial leads. How about those Tennessee Volunteers, Colin?
Yeah, 76-73 came back to beat the Houston Cougars. Little revenge from last year's Elite Eight.
Indiana playing Kansas State right now. They were up 20-4. It's now 22-16.
Oh.
So Kansas State making their way back in that one. Here's a drive by Mosley. Can't get it to fall, but he gets his own rebound, wrestles it away, and puts it up and in. And Evan Mosley comes off the bench. He's got 5 points so far. 17-13. Bobcats down by 4. They've got the basketball. Here is Cobb on the right wing. He looks around. Backdoor cut inside. Evans puts it up and in with the right.
Beautiful. That's good basketball.
We see a lot of that from the Bobcats. 7:19 to go here, second quarter. Glad to have you along in the high school basketball game of the week. Jacob Vincent, Colin Castleberry. We'll have 2 more games coming up tomorrow. Had some fun ones today. Here's a backdoor cut to Mosley. And an offensive foul. We're going the other way. The freshman Kelvin Cobb able to draw the charge underneath. That foul going to be called on Evan Mosley, his first personal. If you are tuned in, leave us a comment. A lot of people have been doing so already. Make sure you like the stream and give us a share on Facebook. If you're tuned in on YouTube, you can like the stream there. You can comment along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube as well. Good ball game, 17-15. Stone Memorial leads by 2. Phillips has the basketball here. Throw it on the left wing now to Cobb as he surveys. Off to Evans. Evans will bring it around. Amonette catches. Over a screen, puts it on the deck, now picked up by Haney. Amonette will back it out towards the half-court line, and around it goes to Phillips. On the left wing side, a lot of movement there on the top of the key. Evans, and off Cobb again. This is Kelvin Cobb with the basketball. And around it goes to Nathaniel. On the drive, Cobb, right baseline, cut off. Gets to the middle of the paint, back out to Cole J. Amonette. Now Cobb on the right wing. A lot of motion offense. Kelvin Cobb, the 3, blocked by Haney, and it's rebounded by Lau. Up ahead, Haney catches. Inside, had it knocked free by Kelvin Cobb, but he couldn't quite get back in bounds in time to establish, and it'll stay with Stone Memorial underneath. Heck of a play there, though, by the freshman to get back in time.
Yeah, no, incredible recovery defensively, and that's what you love to see if you're Coach Amonette.
17-15, Stone with the ball and the 2-point advantage. They barely get it in. Lau falling out of bounds, got it to Haney. Haney trying to get around, just threw it off the rim. It goes off of a Bobcat and out of bounds, but it was off the underside of the backboard and hit the back of the backboard. So it will be out of bounds on Stone Memorial. 5:57 to play here in the second quarter. Bobcat basketball. Here is Amonette on the right wing and around to Pryor. Phillips catches. Over to Nathaniel Cobb. Inside, Pryor got loose again, lays it up and in. He's got 8 points here in the first half and leads the way for Pickett County, and now tied at 17 apiece.
I was going to say, and now we have a tie ball game all of a sudden.
And it has been not that way for most of this game. Stone Memorial had a good lead. Here's Cordell on the backside of the defense. He got loose. That's one guy you don't want to let get loose.
Well, he heard you. Hold my Kool-Aid.
He lays it up and in, and Stone back up by 2. Here's Phillips, and we'll throw to Cobb on the right wing. 5:15 remaining second quarter. Phillips thought about the 3. He can knock it down. We saw that against Mount Juliet on Saturday. Kelvin Cobb on the right wing. Now Amonette thought about it from way downtown. Phillips catches again. Inside Amonette after a tip. Back out, Pryor.
That's
back to Pryor. His defender hit the ground, then he missed the bunny. Would have been his 5th layup of the day. He missed it, though. Here's Cordell at the other end. Underneath on the baseline. Out to Lau for a 3 try. Flies it away. No good. Tip. Cordell inside. Got the rebound and fouled on the putback attempt.
That went halfway down before it came
really
back
did.
out.
Foul called on Pickett County is going on Brody Pryor. That's his second personal. That's a big one with 4:44 to play here in the second quarter. And Jack Cordell, the senior, will be at the line for the Panthers. Spent a couple of years at Clark Range and last couple here at Stone Memorial. Had a great year last year and now misses that first free throw, sitting on 4 points right now in the first half. Cordell will have a second one, and that one's good. Splits a pair at the line. He's got 5. 20-17. Stone leads by 3. 4:41 remaining here in the second as Pryor's now out of the game for Pickett County, picking up those 2 fouls. Amonette inside, make that Phillips, and he traveled, shuffled his feet as he got inside the paint, was cut off by Noah Potter, who is, yes, playing basketball as well, the tremendous quarterback on the football field for the Stone Memorial Panthers. He's in the game now for the first time in the second quarter. Here is Lau on the right wing. Gives to Cordell. Looks back door. Cordell has it knocked free, picks it back up, trying to create space, and that is going to be a travel. So a turnover by the Panthers gives it back to Pickett County. 4:19 to go, second quarter. And Cole J. Amonette will bring it ahead for the Bobcats. Kelvin Cobb, handoff Nathaniel. He looks inside, skip pass, and that one picked off by Lau as he got a hand on it. Here's Potter at the free throw line. Back out to Lau. Pass fake, now throws. Bowman 3 ball. In and out, another one that went halfway down. Potter right there gets the rebound and the putback with a foul. How about Noah Potter? He'll be at the line for one. Foul is called on Max Moody, his first.
And Noah doing a great job there. If we can't get a 3 the traditional way, we'll do it the old-fashioned way.
The quarterback on the football field has a 3-point play. Potter knocks it down. 3:52 remaining here, second quarter. Now a 6-point advantage for Stone Memorial. This is Cobb. Moody over to Amonette on the right wing. Screen set by Nathaniel. Amonette looks inside. They've got the mismatch. Nathaniel Cobb being guarded by Page. Trying to get it inside to him and turned it over. Cobb lost his footing. Cordell will bring it ahead. The lefty throws it to Page. And back out to Bowman. Cordell catches. Drives inside. Stops off to Lau. Lau being guarded tightly by Cobb. And now Cordell on the baseline. Underneath. Left hand. What a finish from that left side.
Yeah, that's just good basketball. What a beautiful job to get that baseline drive and then find a way to keep your body sort of contorted correctly.
Stone has built their lead to 25-17. Nathaniel Cobb with it on the top of the key, and an offensive foul is going the other way. A moving screen set by Kelvin Cobb as he picks it up. That's his first personal. Team's third here in the second quarter. And again, if you're scoreboard watching, you're comparing wins. Jackson County, a future district opponent of Pickett County, beat the Stone Memorial team 72-60. They led for the majority of that ball game by about 10 points. Stone Memorial now leading 25-17 with 2:44 to go in the second. Obviously, a lot of basketball to be played. Checking in for the first time is the junior Charlie Van Winkle for Stone Memorial. This one is going to go out of bounds and belong to Pickett County the other way. 2:36 remaining here, second quarter. 25-17, Stone Memorial leads. Amonette will bring it ahead as Pickett County trying to find a rhythm offensively. They've only got 4 points here in the second quarter. Only scored 13 in the first. Moody has it knocked free. A whistle and a foul is called on Max Moody. How about that defensive play from Charlie Van Winkle?
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised they got that on Moody, but what a play indeed, as you said.
And Moody picks up his second personal, so Brady Evans re-enters for the Bobcats. It's about a 7-man rotation for the Bobcats this season. Down low, feed for Potter, and 3 seconds in the lane called first.
And listen, 7 is more than they've had in some past years, so certainly probably I might call that deep for Pickett County.
2:09 remaining second quarter. They need it right now. Pryor and Moody now with 2 fouls. Here's Evans. Down low, Cobb, high pass, makes the catch and pulls it out. Skip pass, Phillips on the right wing, trying to get loose, takes it inside. Nice move, right hand, finishes there. He can shoot it, but he can do that right there as well and take it to the rack. He's got 2 points.
Yeah, the shot is pretty, but the ball handling is elite. Beautiful job by him to weave through that defense unhindered.
Lau, tallest guy on the floor, will bring it up. He can handle the basketball as well. Into the hands of Bowman for 3. In and out, no. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Potter, who puts it back up and in. Noah Potter has 5 points off the bench for Stone Memorial. They've got a 27-19 lead with 1:24 remaining here in the second. Cobb has it on the left wing and now around to Evans. Evans will give to Cole J. Amonette into the corner. Open, Kelvin Cobb, 3-ball, yes! A big one, a first-choice Family Care 3 for Kelvin Cobb, the freshman. He's got 6, and it's a 5-point advantage for the Panthers.
Can't give either of these teams open shots like that. Too easy if you're either of them.
62 seconds remaining, second quarter before halftime. Lau into the corner, Van Winkle open for 3. He knocks it down.
What did I say? Same location, same shot, just the other way, the other colored jersey. Cannot do that.
And now we've got a whistle and a double foul called going on Brady Evans and Charlie Van Winkle. Interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw the 1 and the 4.
15.
15, okay.
So Charlie Van Winkle picks up his first. Evans picks up his first. Here is Evans with the basketball. So the double foul, and Pickett County keeps possession. 35 seconds remaining second quarter. 30-22 advantage. Down low, Amonette, left hand, can't finish. Rebounded and taken out of there by Bowman. He'll push ahead to Lau on the left wing for 3. No good that time, and the rebound hauled in by Amonette with 20 seconds remaining here in the quarter. He pushes behind the back, ends up in the hands of Phillips. Into the corner, Cobb, nice shot fake. Now he lets it fly. It's off the mark. Rebound and a foul. We're staying here. This one's going on Van Winkle, his second. So Pickett County will keep the basketball. It's the third team foul on Stone Memorial with 12.2 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Pickett County would love some points going to halftime to cut this to a 2-possession game. Inbound it to Cobb. Cobb puts it up. Can't finish. Got his own rebound. Put it back up and finishes that time.
And probably should have got the and one.
Defended by Potter. Now 30-24. 1 second. Letting it fly. Bowman in and out. A good look for Tanner Bowman. Does not go. What a first half. 30-24. Stone Memorial leads it by 6 in the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Mayberry's Furniture. We'll be back for the Happy Hiller halftime show as you're watching it right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Legacy House is right here in the heart of Smithville. It's more than a boutique, it's a family story woven into every thread. I'm Amy Allen, and I started this place with my 3 beautiful daughters. We offer timeless pieces that feel both classic and bold. From rich textured clothing to one-of-a-kind accessories. This shop has a perfect mix of heritage with a modern edge. So come on down. You'll find more than just fashion. You'll find a place where legacy and style meet.
Located at 104 West Walnut Street in Smithville, stop by and see their selection Tuesday through Saturday. Legacy House is proud to be an all-inclusive sponsor of UCR.
Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring 20 acres in the countryside of Clinton County, Kentucky. This property has a stocked pond and is mostly wooded with marketable timber. You can bid on this auction at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends December 4th at 12 noon. Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here at halftime. It's the Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. The halftime score, a good one, 30-24. Stone Memorial leads at the break here in the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. Appreciate them for being the presenting sponsor of Pickett County basketball and the high school basketball game of the week. Colin, it's been a fun one so far. Stone Memorial had a lead. Pickett County got back into it. They got it tied, and then Stone was able to extend their lead going into halftime.
Yeah, a lot more competitive here game with the boys than we had there with the girls, and what a job by both of these teams. You mentioned it, Stone sort of jumps out to an early lead after Pickett County looked like off the tip there that they were going to sort of jump out to one. Instead, it's Stone Memorial.
Had 4 quick points.
Yeah, 4 quick points. Could have been more if Aminette had been able to hit even one of his 3 free throws early that he took on one single trip to the line. Instead, doesn't allow Stone to jump out to their lead. Pickett battles all the way back, ties it at 17, and now we're looking at 30-24 Stone Memorial. And the key for Stone Memorial, we talked about it. They're long, they're athletic, and certainly they're the furthest thing from small.
Yeah.
But when you look at Pickett County, you're going to say when you start 3 guys that are 6'5" plus, you have to win the rebounding battle. You've got to win on the boards, especially when you're in doing that. You're sort of playing at an athletic disadvantage to a Stone Memorial team that's got guys who play quarterback running up and down the floor. That's not to say that Pickett County is unathletic. It's a strategy, right? We're choosing size over speed, but you can't lose the rebounding battle and expect to be in a game. And luckily, you're only down 6.
These two teams kind of mirror each other in what they want to do. You mentioned the size. Obviously, Pickett County, 3 guys at 6'5" or above. Stone Memorial, pretty close to matching that size. Briggs Lau, the tallest guy out there, he's probably 6'7". And then you've also got Hunter Haney, who brings a lot of size in there as well, as Jack Cordell is about 6'4", 6'5" himself. So this is a Stone Memorial team, and Pickett County has struggled with, especially Briggs Lau, who's been in the middle of that defense. A lot of deflections and a lot of steals. Haven't been able to get it around him and really run their offense the way they want to.
No, not even a little bit. And you can see, for those who are watching, occasionally I'm able to get a little bit of Coach Aminette there on the back end of the camera angle. But you can see him jumping up and down, waving his arms, stomping his feet, because all he wants is his team to work the ball down low, right? Really sort of pound that ball inside, because even if it doesn't work, even if you're not necessarily getting shots, you're not necessarily getting, layups. You're having to kick it back out. You're opening driving lanes for these guards, for guys like Amonette to get to the bucket, Moody to get to the bucket. And because of Lau and others, they're being denied that interior pass because Lau has that length to be able to sort of, it's not a reach in, but it's almost a reach around in that he can get his hand on that interior pass. And it is, you mentioned it, giving Pickett County a lot of problems. I'm interested to see what Pickett County, what adjustments they make here, especially because, and we mentioned this back into the second half, some foul trouble as well for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Brody Pryor, 2 fouls. Max Moody off the bench with 2 fouls. Those 2 guys, the only 2 players with 2 fouls. Charlie Van Winkle has 2 for Stone Memorial as well. Let's bring you the scores in that first half. Very, very balanced for both teams. 6 different scores for Pickett County. They're led by Brody Pryor, who's got 8 points. Kelvin Cobb has 6. 4 points for Nathaniel Cobb and 2 points apiece for Abram Phillips, Cole J. Amonette, and Brady Evans. For the Stone Memorial Panthers, they had 8 different players score. They're being led by Jack Cordell, who's got 7 points. 5 points for Evan Mosley off the bench. 5 points for Noah Potter off the bench. 3 points for Charlie Van Winkle. Briggs Lau also with 3. Tanner Bowman has 3, and 2 points apiece for Hunter Haney and Jake Hennessy. 30-24 is the halftime advantage for Stone Memorial here in Crossville. We'll step aside when we come back. Second half is on the other side. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
We're set up for a fun second half here in the high school basketball game of the week presented by Livingston Regional Hospital and Mayberry's Furniture. Thank you so much for tuning in today live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Colin Castleberry on color and camera tonight. Been a fun couple of games. The Lady Panthers, man, did they look good in game one. They won 84-69. Lexi Clark, the freshman, let me repeat, the freshman with 38 points was the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game. She was phenomenal. Had a 17-point third quarter. Pickett County starts with the basketball first here in the second. Feed down low to Pryor. Nice shot fake. He'll go up and find 2.
And that is the Pickett County offense.
Yep. You can move it around. You get a couple of open looks, but you look for the best one. Pryor finishes. He's the first into double figures tonight out of anybody. He's got 10. There have been a lot of different guys that have scored. Both teams, mentioned it, they kind of mirror each other, very balanced offensively. 30-26 now, Stone Memorial's lead. Stone with the basketball. Page on the left wing. Thought about a three. Now trying to drive. Throws it back out to Lau. Inside Haney. A tough catch. Puts it up and in. Good feed from Lau from the top of the key as well. Pickett County with it. Here is Cobb on the left wing off Pryor, top of the key. Around to Amonette. Fires away the three. Trying to get him going. Can't finish. Haney a strong rebound as he skies up there ahead to Cordell. Cordell, left hand, lays it in. Beat everybody down the floor. And Stone Memorial showing off the speed right now. 6:50 remaining third quarter. 34-26 the lead now for Stone. Cobb dumps to Pryor. I don't know how he caught that. He got it blocked and stayed with it and put it up and in. Brody Pryor has been great tonight. He's got 12.
And up and down the floor we go.
34-28, back to a 6-point game. Greg's tuning in from North Carolina. Welcome in. That one's out of bounds, and that'll be Pickett County basketball.
Hey.
Creating the turnover, Abram Phillips. Max Moody checks in here for Kelvin Cobb.
And again, that's Pickett County basketball. Pressure defensively, finding the best shot offensively, working it inside out.
6:20 remaining here in the third quarter. A top of the key pass for Pryor. Finds Amonette now. Dumps it back to Cobb. He's going to drive left baseline. Cut off by Cordell. Amonette from downtown. A little bit short. Just hasn't had it tonight. Shot it so well against Smith County. Didn't really have to score it against Mount Juliet because Abram Phillips was doing that part. Brody Pryor also was really good. He had 16 against Mount Juliet on Saturday. 6:03 remaining second quarter. 34-28 is the lead for Stone Memorial. They've got the ball. This is Hennessy with the basketball. Throws to Cordell and around to Page. Trying to post up his Haney, who does have a mismatch inside with Moody down there. They haven't thrown it to him. Now they finally do. Moody got to the basketball, but he just lost it out of bounds. That's a great job by the junior Max Moody getting in front. 5:47 to go here in the third.
And Pickett County has come out and been the more aggressive basketball team here in the second half. They've almost given it back to the Panthers.
Haney on the wing, catches the inbounds. Now Cordell. He looks around, now we'll put it on the deck. Being guarded tightly by Phillips. Cordell can't get past Phillips, gives over to Page. Screen set by Lau, double comes off to Lau, spins around, right hand. What a finish by Briggs Lau. He's got 5 points. At the other end, Amonette, what a tough catch. Beg your pardon, that's Max Moody. Gets the finish inside. He runs the floor. Back at the other end is Page. Kick out. Hennessy, open three on the way. In and out, no. Rebound, fought for. Lau's got it and puts it up and in. Physical rebound and then able to get the finish as well. Pickett County now down 38-30. It's been right around the 6 to 8 point mark for Stone Memorial almost all game long. Amonette trying to set up the offense. Throws into the corner to Cobb. Pryor inside in a triple team. Able to get out of it. Finds Moody. He lost it. Loose on the ground and stolen away. Lau's got it for Stone Memorial. Pickett County just looking for a stop right now against this Stone team, and namely Briggs Lau, who's got a couple of buckets back-to-back. Here's Haney on the right wing. Posting up is Cordell. On Phillips. Gets past him. Left hand. Gets the finish over the front of the rim.
And way to roll off the defender's hip. Use him almost as an extra pick man.
Cordell now with 11 points in the contest. He leads the way for Stone Memorial. 40-30, biggest lead of the night. What a pass, but it's picked off, and there's Lau again. He has been tremendous tonight. And this one stolen away by Amonette and throws it into Cobb. I don't know how he found Cobb. Cobb on the run. Amonette steps into a triple, fakes it inside, dumps it off to Cobb, who puts it in for two. And a timeout taken by Coach Amonette, a full timeout. Nathaniel Cobb, the two. The score, 40-32 with 3:56 remaining here in the third. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Pryor's Auto Spot is home of the best truck and car repair service in Byrdstown. The expert mechanics at Pryor's Auto Spot are ready to get you back on the road quickly and professionally. Call 931-864-3926 to set up an appointment and get a clear estimate with no hidden costs. Pryor's Auto Spot is proud to support the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats. 3:56 to go here in the third. Full timeout on the floor taken by Pickett County. They get the steal and then the bucket to Nathaniel Cobb. 40-32, they trail by 8. Stone starting to go on a little bit of a run. Pickett County able to create the turnover in the bucket in transition, though. And Stone will start off with the basketball here out of the timeout against a little bit of a token pressure from Pickett County, just trying to slow down this Panther squad. In the corner, it goes to Page. He puts it on the deck and threw it away. Up ahead to Pryor. Pryor trying to beat Lau down the floor. He'll be fouled. Brody Pryor's going to be put at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for a couple of tries. Foul caught on Briggs Lau is just his first.
Yeah, and that's really impressive for the big man. For your first foul to come here with just under 3:45 to go, 3:40 to go.
And this is something the Bobcats are now struggling with. They have not made a free throw tonight. They are 0 for 4. Pryor's second. Good. First make of the night from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. Makes it a 7-point ball game, 40-33. Noah Potter is back into the game for the Panthers. He had 5 points in the second quarter when he was in. Here is Bowman with a basketball. Will give to Page. Page is going to let it fly. That one's a little bit short. Good box out. And somehow Cordell saved it to Page, but it's blocked by Pryor. Here comes Amonette now with Pickett County. Ahead to Phillips. Nice spin move. Gets inside and finishes. Got the contact. He'll be at the line for one. How about Abram Phillips with the bucket and the foul?
Do it the old-fashioned way. Now you've got to keep making your free throws, though, right? 1 for 5 does not a good night make. 1 for 1 right here, though, could change a lot.
And Phillips is able to complete the three-point play. Foul was called on Noah Potter, his first personal, and it's a 4-point game. 3:18 to go here in the third. Pickett is trailed by as many as 10 here in the second half. 40-36 now the score. Here's Bowman. Will hand off to Lau and around to Page. Page looks off to Bowman again. Puts it on the deck. He tries to drive. Gets inside. Kicks to Page on the perimeter. Back out to Cordell. Page on the drive. Bumped and fouled. Phillips just a half second late getting in front, and Phillips will pick up his first personal. It is the first foul on Pickett County here in the second half. Inbounding along the left baseline will be Stone Memorial with 2:52 to play here in the third, as Bowman will let him get set and toss it into Cordell. Gives it around to Potter. Looks underneath. Tied up traffic, and that's an offensive foul. Tanner Bowman trying to set a screen is going to be tagged with it. First one on Bowman, and the third team foul now on Stone Memorial with 2:48 to play here in the third, and a timeout taken by the Panthers. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. So the Bobcats, mentioned, trailed by as many as 10, down by 4, get the basketball back with 2:48 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and they've just come out, and we talked about it. In the first half, the Panthers bigger on the boards, won the rebounding battle, and were able to find a way to sort of use their speed to their advantage. Pickett County has just come out here in the second half, Jacob, and imposed their will on the Stone Memorial Panthers. They have been the more physical team. They have attacked the basketball defensively, caused turnovers, and they've attacked the boards as well, finding a way to sort of mitigate Lau's presence in terms of his size and the athleticism of these guards for the Panthers and the way they're able to rebound.
So it will be Pickett County basketball out of the timeout as they will bring it ahead. Here is Pryor at the free throw line. We've got to check the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard coming up. Big game that happened tonight. 2:34 to play here in the third quarter. On the drive, Amonette to the basket. Right hand cannot get the finish. Lau the rebound. Smith County beats Cumberland County 54-52. The Owls still undefeated. Cumberland County's first loss of the year. Van Buren County also beat Clay County tonight 58-53. Jackson County over Monterey 69-35 on the Milestone Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2:07 remaining here in the third. Still Memorial basketball. They lead by 4. Here is Lau with the ball. Try to throw it down low. Ends up in the hands of Van Winkle. He throws it back top of the key to Bowman. He'll fire it away. That is way short. Pryor ahead to Cobb. It's 1-on-3. Cobb trying to beat the defense. Takes it inside. Slapped off the backboard by Lau. And now ahead to Cordell. Cordell takes it inside and lays it up and in.
I'll tell you who loved that more than anybody. That's Lau, because he didn't have to recover offensively.
And it puts Stone back up by 6. Backdoor down low. Amonette makes it a 4-point game again.
Gorgeous basketball. What a find.
Bowman pushing the pace for the Panthers. Cut off at the free throw line out to Van Winkle. Van Winkle on the deck with a right-handed dribble, tightly guarded by Phillips, now backs it up. Here is Cordell again. Poked away by Phillips, but a foul. And Abram Phillips will pick up his second personal with 1:12 remaining here in the third quarter. A lot of people tuning in. We appreciate you. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. As they're going to wipe up some perspiration on the floor. Make sure you hit that share button if you haven't done so already. If you're tuned in on Facebook, you can like the stream on both YouTube and Facebook. Comment along. Let us know where you're watching from. And subscribe to the channel. Also, if you haven't done so already, if you're watching this game, follow the page on Facebook. We got a goal of 50,000 followers before the end of the year at 46 right now. It's a pretty lofty goal. But there's quite a few people that watch our games that aren't following the page. So make sure you do that.
Why would you do that? If you're here more than once a week, follow it. I mean, it just makes it easier.
1:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Stone will have the ball. 42-38, they lead. Haney standing out beyond the free throw line, in some trouble, in some traffic, and threw it away. Cobb will track it down. Here come the Bobcats. Cobb inside, up and under, and he can't finish, but Pryor has the board. Rips it away, now knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Pickett County underneath. Checking back in will be Evan Mosley for the Panthers. Comes in for Van Winkle. Bobcats will inbound. 49 seconds remaining here in the third. They trail by 6 at halftime. Inbound Cobb. He puts it up and finishes with a foul. Nathaniel Cobb will be at the Keesing Insurance free throw line for 1.
And now just 2 points away. He's only going to get 1 possibly here, but still just 2 points away from finding a way to tie this game again after getting it tied at 17 in the first.
Cobb takes a deep breath at the Keesling Insurance free throw line, flies it away, and completes the 3-point play. It's a 1-point game with 45 seconds to play here in the third, 42-41. Pickett County trailed by as many as 10 here in the third quarter. They've cut it to 1. In for the first time is Dylan Phillips. He catches a pass there on the far side. Passed it off, and Mosley knocks down the triple. Big shot for Stone. 29 seconds to go in the quarter. Pryor down low, underneath, up and under, it finishes.
And all of a sudden, an offensive explosion.
19 seconds still remaining in the quarter. 2-point advantage for Stone Memorial. Cordell on the drive, gets inside, draws the contact, no call. Pickett County ball with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Phillips, top of the key, pass to Amonette, flies it away. Doesn't go, rebound Pryor, back up and in. Beats the buzzer, and we are tied at 45. Brody Pryor, have yourself a night. In the words of Noah McKay, get your popcorn ready. Fourth quarter coming up next is the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
First Choice Family Care are local providers of complete family care for all ages, including physical and wellness checks along with x-rays. First Choice Family Care is your local stop for primary and urgent care along with sports physicals, lab services, and more. Visit firstchoicebirdstown.com or call 931-864-3232 for more information today. First Choice Family Care is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Pickett County Lady Bobcats and Bobcats basketball on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
This fourth quarter is going to be all kinds of fun. All knotted up at 45 apiece in the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture. I'm Jacob Vincent. That's Colin Castleberry. So glad to have you along on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel tonight. Pickett County trailed by as many as 10 in the third quarter and tied it up. Brody Pryor's having a heck of a night. He's got 17 points to lead the way offensively for the Bobcats. What a move by Haney, but he lost it on the way up for Stone. And Pickett County will have it. Here comes Cole J. Amonette with the basketball across the timeline. Throws to Phillips on the right side. Now Cobb with it. Gives back to Phillips, top of the key. Drives inside. Shot fake. Spins around a couple of times. He's blocked away by Mosley. That is a great job by Evan Mosley, staying down and able to get the defensive play. And then it's turned over as Nathaniel Cobb is able to pick it off. Has to track it down. Now he'll bring it ahead. Cole J. Amonette inside. Dumps it off to Pryor, who puts it in for two more.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob, first Pickett County lead we've had since the first quarter.
And you are absolutely correct. 47-45. They led very early on in this first quarter of the ball game. Mosley open for three, connects again. Evan Mosley now to double figures. He's got 11.
What a response there by Mosley to take it right back. Cannot leave him out there.
48-47, 6:49 to play in the fourth. Cobb on the left wing with the basketball. Down low to Calvin Cobb. He'll go up at the left and finish. Great feed from brother to brother.
And, man, out of that quarter break, both teams looking like their offenses have figured it out.
Mosley, baseline J. Oh, my. Evan Mosley, 5 points already in the quarter. It's 50-49, still Memorial. Back and forth we go. Cole J. Amonette with the basketball, bounces to Pryor in the high post. He'll hand it off to Phillips and turn it over. Here comes Bowman, burst of speed, goes up and lays it in for two. Tanner Bowman takes advantage of the opportunity with the steal. The turnover by the Bobcats is a costly one, now down by three, 52-49, 6:04 to go in the fourth.
And you can't give good teams free opportunities.
Cobb on the right wing. Nathaniel looks around. Gives it back to Pryor, top of the key, around to Kelvin Cobb. Now Phillips with the basketball. Throws inside Pryor, off his hand and out of bounds. And again, another turnover by Pickett County. Phillips will come off. Evans enters for the Bobcats. Make it 52-49 the advantage with 5:49 to go here in the fourth. Stone Memorial the lead and the ball. Bowman will give to Mosley. Brings it ahead, now Page with it. Page drives, hands it off. Haney fakes on the three, gets inside, left baseline side, puts it up and in. Help defense never came, and Hunter Haney took advantage. And just like that, it's a 5-point lead now for Stone. Amonette fakes the pass, gets inside. We've got a whistle and a blocking foul called. It'll be two free throws coming for Cole J. Amonette at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line with 5:25 to go in the ball game.
And a chance here for him to redeem himself. Earlier had a chance at 3 points at the line, and now going to have the chance to get himself back within 3 points and one possession.
Jack Cordell and Dylan Phillips re-entering for the Panthers. A lot of football players on this Panthers squad. Dylan Phillips out there, Caden Page, Noah Potter, Hunter Haney.
Yeah. 3A high schools, right? You cross sports a lot. Pickett County would probably be that way as well.
Right.
It's just, again, football, not really a thing. Baseball, yes, but no. It's basketball.
It's all basketball in Birdstown. 54-49 the advantage right now for Stone Memorial. Cole J. Amonette at the Kiesling Insurance free throw line for a couple of tries with 5:25 remaining here in the contest. And he gets it to go. Second free throw. Good. 2 for 2 from the Kiesling Insurance free throw line. Like you said, redeems himself from early on. 5:22 to play here in the fourth. This is Phillips. He stops and hands off to Cordell in a 3-point game. Here's Page now with the basketball. Phillips on the right side. He'll fire it away off the front of the iron. Cordell, the offensive board, lowers the shoulder, kick out. Mosley, 3 on the way. In and out, no. Cordell right there to clean it up. And Jack Cordell quietly with 15 points on the night. Ammonette will give it ahead to Kelvin Cobb. 56-51. This has been a great basketball game. 4:51 to go. Evans. Here's Pryor now. Over to Ammonette. He needs this one. Ammonette gets it. The first choice family care 3 for Cole J. Ammonette. A big one for the Bobcats. Cuts it to a 2-point game. And a timeout taken by Pickett County. Full timeout on the floor with 4:43 to go. You're watching the high school basketball game of the week on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
When it comes to caring for your land, you need an all-around performer to make your life easier. One that's tried and true. That's a John Deere compact tractor from Tri-Green Equipment. User-friendly tractors that are big on performance and operator comfort.
Modern Roofing Group is an Owens Corning preferred contractor.
Everybody in the high school basketball game of the week, we're toying with the technology a little bit. We found something new on the iPad, so that's why I got a little bit herky-jerky there on the screen. 4:43 to play here in the fourth quarter. Timeout taken by Pickett County. What a big shot for Cole J. Ammonette. A first-choice family care 3. Been struggling from outside all night long. Finally able to get one to go and cuts it to a 2-point game.
Listen, if they can just come up with a stop is what it feels like right now for Pickett County. Credit Stone Memorial, but if Pickett can just get a stop, I think they have the momentum.
We're able to take their first lead in a very long time here in the fourth, and then Stone Memorial went back up by 5. Mosley misfires on the 3, and there is the stop for the Bobcats. Here comes Ammonette across the timeline up the middle of the floor. 4:21 remaining here in the fourth. Pryor wasn't quite ready, makes the catch. Hands off Cobb. Throws to Ammonette on the right side now. Is he feeling it a little bit? Pryor catches, down low Cobb, he's got the mismatch. Spins around, gets inside, shot fake, goes up and finishes, and we are tied again. Nathaniel Cobb with 11 points, 3:58 to go, all knotted up at 56 apiece.
And if you're a Bobcat fan, copy and paste. Get a stop, get points.
Cordell, does someone have the answer here for the Panthers? They're going to change it up offensively. Page throws to Mosley. He drives. Whistle. And a foul called on the Bobcats. And that may have worked out because Phillips was wide open on the right wing. Foul called on Cole J. Ammonette. Just his first. Team's first with 3:41 to go.
Yeah, it's been a fairly clean game.
I was going to say, we mentioned the foul trouble in the first half. Nobody in foul trouble right now. And it has been very clean. There haven't been too many fouls called at all. And no, if you're watching, I apologize. We've had pretty good officiating today.
That's so true.
Cordell, he stepped out of bounds. Got a little too deep underneath the basket. Stepped on the baseline, and a turnover by the Panthers gives it back to the Bobcats, who have a chance to regain the lead. Phillips in for Evans with 3:29 to go.
Just don't get ahead of yourselves. If you're Pickett County, take your time right here.
Pryor for 3.
Or do that.
Off the mark, tip, and a foul called on Kelvin Cobb.
Or do that, Jacob. That's why I call games.
He can knock it down. He's got 19 points on the night. That was his first attempted 3. It was just off the mark. 3:18 remaining here in the fourth. It was a foul called on Kelvin Cobb. Second team foul on the Bobcats. And the second on Cobb as well. 3:17 to go. And will be Stone basketball in a tie game at 56 apiece. Stone Memorial looking for their first win of the season. They fell to Jackson County last week, 72-60. Pickett County 2-0 on the young season. Phillips hacks down on the basketball, but he missed the ball and got all arm. And Phillips now is the first player into foul trouble. He's got 3 personals, but with 3:04 to go, you're still feeling okay.
Yeah, 3:04 to go, fourth quarter, 3 fouls. You're not going to be too up in arms. Just don't pick up your 4th in the next, minute.
Bowman will inbound from the right baseline side in a tie game with 3:04 remaining. Throws it up top for Cordell, who skies up to haul it in. Being guarded by Phillips tightly. Throws it over to Page, will set up the offense. Here is Bowman again. Being guarded by Pryor. A little bit of a mismatch here. Page on the drive, puts it up, right hand. What a finish from Caden Page. That's his first bucket of the night, and a tough one. Amonette, Kelvin Cobb down low, bumped and fouled. Foul called on Briggs Lau is going to be his second personal, just the team's second with 2:40 to go in the ball game. And Pickett County will take it out along the baseline left side.
Talk about a better time to get your first bucket.
Amonette surveys, throws it up top for Pryor. Right back to Amonette in the corner, can't get the three off the head of Phillips and turned over. Cordell brings it ahead for the Panthers. Surveys, it's tipped, Mosley's got it. He'll put up the 2-point jumper, it's strong, and Pryor's got the rebound for the Bobcats now. Secures it and hands off to Cobb. Here come the Bobcats down by 2:20 to play. Amonette into the front court. Here's Kelvin Cobb and around to Nathaniel. Nathaniel surveys, he drives on Lau, draws the contact, and turned it over again. Back-to-back turnovers by the Bobcats. Cordell inside, misses the leaner. Now Cole J. Amonette and Caden Page. Oh, that's a tough call. Caden Page looked like he came right underneath Cole J. Amonette, and the foul is called on Amonette.
And you can see Coach Amonette over here. He's upset with the call, but he's more upset because slow it down.
Right.
Slow it down. No reason to be rushing and pushing right there.
Still a 2-point game with 2:02 remaining here in the fourth. It's a really good job by Caden Page stepping in front, realizing that Amonette probably not going to have his head turned. If you're able to get set, you can draw that and at least give the opportunity for the official to make the call. He does. Page draws the charge. It's the second personal on Amonette, and now the fourth team foul on Pickett County as well. The next one will send the Panthers to the line unless it's player control. Inbound to Haney. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Stone leads by 2 with the ball. Bowman gives to Page. He looks inside. Over the top, Haney. Oh, he threw it off the rim. Ends up in the hands of Cordell, who's underneath. And a foul called on Pickett County.
Did we speak too early?
We may have.
Yeah, I'm starting to like.
Brady Evans picks up his second, and it's going to be free throws here for Jack Cordell at the line with 1:46 to go as they are now in the bonus for the remaining time.
Noah, if you're still listening, I hope the popcorn is good, and I think we may have spoken too early, so thank you for that.
Cordell at the line, free throw, good. Cordell's been good tonight. He's got 16 points, a chance to make it 17, and a chance to take a 2-possession lead with 1:46 to go.
Yeah, and that's the important part for sure. Chance to make it a 2-possession ball game.
The lefty senior will be at the line, pounds the rock a couple of times, flies it away and connects, and it's a 4-point lead for Stone Memorial, 60-56, 1:44 to go in the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Mayberry's Furniture. Here's Pryor, top of the key, gives around. Phillips off to Amonette. Tough catch being guarded tightly by Haney, and around it goes to Cobb. Looks inside, can't get it there. Back out to Amonette, 90 seconds to play. Amonette on the drive. Cut off, back out. Cobb thought about the three. Back out. Amonette open. Triple. No good. Rebound into the hands of Cobb. Goes back up, and he missed it. Page the rebound for Stone Memorial. 1:13 to go. Ahead it goes to Cordell, and now for Stone, you can go into waste clock time, up by 4. Stolen away by Phillips. He'll keep it himself, gathers his footing, and puts it in for 2. What a defensive play for Abram Phillips. It's now a 2-point game with 56 seconds to play.
And this is why there should be a shot clock. Just going to use this moment to point that out.
Into the corner, they fire a 3. In and out, no, and it's Pickett County ball.
I don't know why you took that shot.
45 seconds to go, and it'll be Bobcats basketball down by 2. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. Cobb with it. Being guarded by Lau. It's knocked out of bounds, and it's staying with the Bobcats here on the near sideline. Stone can't believe it. And now a timeout's going to be used by Coach Amonette.
Yes, smartly.
30-second timeout.
Calm your guys down and talk about it. I go back to, again, oh, yes, please.
Pryor's Auto Spot is home of the best trucking car repair service in Birdstown. The expert mechanics at Pryor's Auto Spot are ready to get you back on the road quickly and professionally. Call 931-864-3926 to set up an appointment and get a clear estimate with no hidden costs. Pryor's Auto Spot is proud to support the Pickett County Bobcats and Lady Bobcats.
Nothing I say could be nearly as important as our sponsors, so we will always make sure we get that in before I say anything. That being said, I don't know why you take that shot if you're Stone Memorial. I understand you're open. I understand you can make it. And I understand you may shoot it at a high percentage. But you got to have the IQ to understand we are only up 2 with 45 seconds to go. I have to force them to come to me. Have to. Because now you've handed a very well-coached team with a lot of shot makers a chance.
Out of the timeout, 32 seconds to play, down by 2 of the Bobcats. They've got 1 timeout remaining. They are not in the bonus. Here's Pryor, now Cobb. Back to Amonette. 22 seconds to go. Amonette gets a screen, drives, stops, pulls up, and connects. 15 seconds to go, and we are tied. Down to 10 seconds. Stone Memorial's got timeouts remaining. Timeout. Here's Bowman.
No timeout.
Wow.
They're going for it.
4 seconds, and now a timeout will be used by Coach Raby. 3.7 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for Stone Memorial to run a play. Full timeout. We're keeping it right here with 3.7 seconds to play in the ball game. 60-60 as Stone Memorial tries to draw a play up for their first win and for Coach Raby to try to get his first win as head coach.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know why you take that shot. Now I look at it and I go, hey, if you think we're going to want to call the timeout right here, if you don't think you've got a play ready to go, Jacob, why do we not call the timeout with 6 or 7 seconds, right? I want that little bit of extra time because if what you come out of this timeout called, if Pickett County guards it well, you need the chance to get to something else. Now you're basically going to go all in on whatever you draw up and hope that whatever it is, it works. Now you are tied. You do have overtime. That's always something to be considered. But, man, I believe if I'm not mistaken, I heard you earlier say first game of the week of the year for basketball. Yes?
High school basketball game of the week.
Yeah. Yes. Man, is it living up to being the first one.
It's been a lot of fun. Lowell inbound. He's out there with Page, Bowman, Haney, and Cordell. 3.7 seconds into Page. Down low, Lowell throws it up. No foul. No whistle, no foul. And we are headed to overtime. 60 all between the Bobcats and the Panthers. It is the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture, and you're watching it right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Modern Roofing Group is an Owens Corning preferred contractor, and they're proud to bring that reputation and recognition to the Upper Cumberland. Their customer service and craftsmanship are second to none. Get comfort that your roof will stand up to the storms by calling 931-400-8788 and get an estimate on a new roof today. That's 931-400-8788. 100% financing is available. Modern Roofing Group is proud to stand behind their work with a 10-year workmanship guarantee. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to the high school basketball game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture and Livingston Regional Hospital. What a game it's been, and we need at least 4 more minutes here in overtime, tied up at 60 apiece. The missed 3 at one end by Stone Memorial leads to an opportunity for the Bobcats to tie it. Cole J. Amonette knocks it down from the free throw line with 15 seconds to play, and the Panthers can't get a good shot off in time before the end of regulation. So we have gone to overtime here in the high school basketball game of the week. Lau and Cobb will tip, and Pickett County wins the opening tip in overtime. Cole J. Eminette will set up the offense. Nathaniel Cobb on the left wing. Gives to Pryor. Here is Eminette. Around the screen, back to Pryor, and Eminette catches again. They're going to reset and run it again. Eminette being guarded by Haney. Will give it around to Kelvin Cobb. Now Phillips with it. First 20 seconds of this overtime period. Here is Kelvin Cobb on the left wing. Back out to Cole J. Eminette and Cobb again. Long possession ensuing here for the Bobcats to open up overtime. Cobb looks at the basket, fakes the handoff, and back out to Eminette.
Well, Stone Memorial can't score if they don't have the ball.
That's true. Kelvin Cobb on the right wing. Like you said, the best defense is good offense. Left wing Phillips. Pryor trying to post up, can't get it there. And the Bobcats approaching 1 minute used here in this opening minute of overtime. Down low and turned it over. They did use a full minute and didn't get anything out of it. Still, Memorial's got the basketball now, all knotted up in overtime. And normally, whoever scores first has the upper hand. Page has it here for Snow Memorial. 2:43 remaining in overtime already. Down low to Haney on the baseline. Back out to Bowman. And he walked. The sophomore just shuffled his feet as he caught the pass. Back-to-back turnovers by both sides, and there's already 2:36 to go in overtime.
Yeah, that's what happens when one team takes a full minute but then doesn't get anything. Stone Memorial continuing to just deny that interior pass. Pryor is not going to beat them.
Here is Pryor on the top of the key, over to Kelvin Cobb on the left wing. Nathaniel got open for a second, couldn't get it to him, and that one deflected away by Lau as he just denies it out of bounds. Defensively, Briggs Lau has been special tonight.
He's had to be.
Offensively, he's been pretty good, too.
Yeah, absolutely, but he's had to be. When you're going up against a team with the size of
and he picks this one off, but a foul is called, saying he got the arm of Kelvin Cobb, and now Briggs Lau's got to be careful because he slammed the basketball down into the floor. And it is going to be a personal foul called on Lau, his third. That is huge. It was going to lead to a run out and an easy 2 points for Briggs Lau. 2:16 remaining here in overtime. Eminette will set up the offense for the Bobcats. Gets a screen from Pryor to the top of the key, and he's stolen away. Lau takes it away. He'll take it himself and slam it down. Stone Memorial strikes first in overtime. 1:55 to go. At the other end, Eminette, a whistle and a foul before the shot called on the floor. That is just the fourth team, make it the fifth team foul, should be at least, on Stone Memorial, I think.
Does it not reset for overtime? I can't actually remember.
I think that's 5. They had 3 at the end of regulation, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't matter because Cobb got 2 points underneath. The foul was whistled on Caden Page, his third, and we are tied again. 1:39 to go. And no, it does not reset in overtime.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I didn't think it did, but
here is Lau with the basketball for Stone Memorial. He had the steal to put him up by 2 to start overtime. And now he dribbles with it, being guarded by Pryor. Lau past Pryor, inside, Euros, and finishes again. Briggs Lau trying to take over in overtime. 2-point lead for Stone, 64-62. Cobb on the baseline, drives inside, poked out of bounds, last touch by Lau. Pickett County keeps underneath.
And Lau's got to be careful. You called that a Euro step, but it was awfully close to being not a Euro step.
Was. 63 seconds to go, inbound to Cobb, goes with a shot fake, and he'll finish again. Nathaniel Cobb answers. He's got 15, and we are tied in overtime.
Jacob, old school basketball. Post players showing up in spades tonight.
46 seconds. Lau on the run. Got behind Cobb. He misses, but he is fouled. And he'll have 2 free throws coming with 44.5 seconds remaining in this one. Nathaniel Cobb, somehow, he's played the whole game. That is his first personal of the night.
Oh, my. I hadn't realized that. You're correct, though, and that's an incredible feat in and of itself.
Well, Briggs Lau will be at the line for 2 shots and knocks home the first. Stone Memorial leads by 1. 44.5 seconds to play. Stone Memorial have plenty of timeouts remaining. Pickett County now 2. And misses the second. Cobb the rebound.
That is huge, Jacob.
They still have the lead, though, with 39 seconds to go, but it is huge because now Pickett County just needs a 2 to take the lead. Pryor to Amonette. 30 seconds to go. Amonette on the drive, same spot, pulls up, no. Pryor tip, no. Rebound Cordell, and he takes it out of there. 23 seconds to play. Ahead to Lowe, slams it down. 19 seconds remaining. Pickett County trails by 3 with 11 seconds. They need a 3 with 8.
We all know who it's going to.
Sidesteps, puts it up. Amonette misses. Rebound tipped around. Lau's got it with 2 seconds, and Stone Memorial wins in overtime. 67-64. What a battle. And a huge shout out to Briggs Lau, who went beast mode in overtime to win the game for Stone Memorial. What an absolute contest between the Bobcats and the Panthers. And Stone Memorial gets their first win of the season in overtime.
Oh, my. Everybody take a deep breath with us collectively. What a show in overtime by Lau, but what a couple of incredible teams playing incredible games. Congratulations to the home team. Congrats on their first win of the season for Stone Memorial, and congratulations on win number 1 as the head coach of the Panthers to
Jess Raby.
Jess Raby, thank you.
Yeah, Jess Raby gets his first win. Man, that was a fun basketball game.
He's chugging home the rest of the Gatorade.
Absolutely, he needs it. That was a fun one for his first win of his career as a head coach. And how about overtime as well, as we are in here in the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. Briggs Lau, he had 7 points entering overtime. He had 7 points in overtime and finishes with 14 on the game. I don't know who you're going with for Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, but he's definitely in the running.
Yeah, he's definitely in the running. I struggle not to go with him because of what you just said. I think at the end of regulation, he's probably not in the running, right? You're looking at Amonette, definitely Pryor. On the other side, if you're going to go with somebody from Stone Memorial, I'm probably leaning more towards
Jack Cordell was
Jack
really
Cordell.
good.
Thank you, Jack Cordell. But yeah, no, I think when you have 7 entering overtime, you not only get 7 points in overtime, but then one of those or 2 of those 7 come right after you've had a very emotional moment. You mentioned it, had to be very careful he didn't get called for a technical after coming up with that third personal. Not 30 seconds later, exact same thing. This time it's a clean swipe, and he slams it home, and Stone Memorial never really looked back. He had 2 of those, 2 big dunks to sort of make it an emphatic 7 points in overtime. So, yeah, absolutely. Lau, your Nelson I know what it is. Nelson, you know what?
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. It's a mouthful.
Folks, I cannot tell you how tired I am.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day for both of us.
We very much appreciate Colin helping us out.
Both of us, but he is your player of the game because, yeah, that's what do great players do? They show up when they're needed, right? You show up in overtime at the end of the fourth quarter, and that is what Lau did because
he was really good defensively throughout the game
yeah, exactly. And then you look back at it and you go, okay, so you give me 4 quarters of elite defense, denying the entry pass, keeping that Pryor from really taking over this game. If not for Lau, Pryor is probably your player of the game, and it's a runaway.
Yep.
And so you spend 4 quarters doing that, and then you sort of realize in overtime, I've got to take over offensively because they've sort of figured out everything else that we want to do. So it's on me. He does that What an incredible job.
Huge win for the Stone Memorial Panthers, their first win of the season. They're now 1-1 on the year, an overtime victory against Pickett County, 67-64. As we continue on here in the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show, let's take you through the final tallies for both sides. First, for the Pickett County Bobcats, you mentioned it, Brody Pryor was really good. He had 19 points in the ball game. Nathaniel Cobb had 15. Cole J. Amonette with 11, but he had the game-tying shot towards the end of regulation with 15 seconds to play to send it to overtime. 8 points for Kelvin Cobb. Abram Phillips had 7, and off the bench, Brady Evans and Max Moody each pitched in 2 points apiece. For the Stone Memorial Panthers, and a lot of guys get into the score column tonight, they were led by Jack Cordell's 17 points, but it was Briggs Lau's 14 that proved the most important, especially in overtime. He is your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. 7 points in overtime. 13 points for Evan Mosley off the bench. 2 points for Jake Hennessy. 6 points for Hunter Haney. Kane Page had 2. Tanner Bowman poured in 5. Charlie Van Winkle with 3. And Noah Potter with 5 off the bench. Stone Memorial gets their first win of the season. They improve to 1-1. They will play Eagleville on Friday coming up as they'll take part in the Smoky Mountain Turkey Classic down in Gatlinburg. And then they will play the hosting Gatlinburg Pittman Highlanders coming up on Saturday. Fun couple of games for Stone Memorial. For Pickett County, they'll be hosting the Pickett County Thanksgiving Classic coming up Friday and Saturday. They will host USJ on Friday and then have another fun one on Saturday as well. We hope you tune in to those ball games. We'll be there for broadcast on Friday and Saturday in Byrdstown at Pickett County. A lot of fun basketball today, and what a way to end it for the high school basketball game of the week. This has been the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. Coming up tomorrow, the Upperman Bees and Lady Bees will finish out their play in the Mount Juliet Thanksgiving Tournament. They'll both be playing in the third-place games at 3 and 4:30. I'll have broadcast coverage coming from Mount Juliet High School coming up tomorrow at 3 and 4:30. Colin, thank you so much for joining me tonight. That's going to do it for us. For Colin Castleberry, I'm Jacob Vinson saying so long from Stone Memorial High School. The Panthers get the sweep, 84-69 in the girls' game and 67-64 in overtime in the boys' game.